Good evening and welcome to Oxford Ashes, a modern-day Vampire the Masquerade chronicle set in the British city of Oxford. Awakening tonight is Barry of Clan Nagaraja, played by Noscavian. Please rouse to awaken. Lovely. Hatfield of Clan Bruja, played by Daybreakathon. Please do a rouse check to awaken tonight. Wonderful. Acheron of Clan Zamitzi, played by the Rave. Please rouse to end your day rest. Lovely. Roland, Clan Ventru, played by Dead Western. Please rouse for the night. Oh, breaking the combo. Last but never least, of course, is Slip of Clan Nosferatu, played by Slippery Nos. Please rouse to end your torpor. Wonderful. Slip, I would also like you to do a willpower roll for me, please. You will have a -1 modifier to all of your mental and social-based rolls this week as your withdrawal symptoms begin to itch away at you. And so we shall begin. Hatfield, your eyes flash open, not to your haven as you would have expected, but to the inside of a large DIY store, as the booming voice of Endymion overwhelms.
You didn't heed my warning, Hatfield. Now, you must face the consequences of your own actions.
The voice subsides as the shop's own ambience fills your ears. The fairly busy shop is riddled with other customers. Various tools and metal shelves surround you. The overhead signs allow you easy navigation through the various departments. What would you like to do?
Oh, you can't just let a thing go, can ya?
This is not my doing.
Oh, yeah, right. It wasn't my doing that I punched a guy in the face. No, he made me do it. He forced my hand. What's this?
Irrelevant.
Uh-huh, that's what I thought you'd say. So, looking around, does this place seem like... Is there anything weird about it aside from the fact that I am here now, currently?
It's awareness, please. Sticking with it, would you like a reroll on any of those?
You know what, I'll reroll, why not?
Potential crit there, it's worth it. So close. You can see that everyone seems to be keeping to themselves, speaking in hushed whispers, but nothing that you're able to discern. It's all very, very quiet. Nothing seems to strike you as suspicious at this moment. You're far too busy taking in the strangeness. It's a familiar strangeness, like a deja vu. It's like a deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a what?
It's like a deja vu.
Where am I in this DIY store at the moment?
You are currently in the lighting section, next to some, they're alright lamps. They're not as good as your new one, though.
Gonna look at the lamps. Gonna appreciate the lamps for a moment. Gonna wander on. We're going to head towards the front of the store, looking for doors or windows or lack thereof. Corridors that stretch on forever, you know.
The only thing that seems strange, though, is as you're looking out the front door, it's one of those ones, glass paneling, glass doors, all that kind of thing. It would normally be a bright car park out there, just a sodium haze, this synthetic light just bristling over cars. But all you see out there is just pure dark, an enveloping dark.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, the gut impulse here, the first thought I have, there's like people shopping.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wander up towards somebody who's like browsing a shelf and do the sort of, you know, when you're sort of edging into somebody's space because you're looking at the same thing they're looking at, like that sort of gesture to initiate small talk, and just, oh,
Yeah,
wonderful
yeah.
weather we're having.
Yeah, sure. Weather's. Yeah. Why are you? What are you?
Real
Excuse
dark
me.
out there, huh?
Out where?
Outside?
Outside? What?
Outside the shop?
I don't need to go outside the shop.
Oh, so you like live here?
What in a shop? Who lives in a shop?
I don't
Are
know,
you
that's what I'm
implying I look
asking.
homeless?
I mean, you was just saying you don't gotta go
Are
outside. I'm
you
just
implying
asking.
I look homeless?
You know, I'm almost tempted to take it personal. You feeling okay, buddy?
I'm feeling. You're the talking. What do you want? Is this one of those prank TV shows? Is this for those one of those blip blop?
What? So it's rude to be personable now? Is that's not appropriate in this space?
Are you foreign?
I mean, listen to the way I talk. Do I sound like a local to you?
I don't know.
Nah, you don't know what it's like outside at all, do you? That's what you was just saying. What do you know, huh?
What is this? Are you gonna like? If I answer random questions, are you gonna give me money or something? Is this one of those things?
I'm gonna
What,
reach into my
are you one of
pocket and
those
see if I got any
influencers?
change left over.
Pardon, sorry.
So I'm gonna reach into my pocket and see if I got any change left over.
Yeah, you probably got a quid. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just full on gonna reach into my pocket, pull out just a little bit of pocket change and be like, yeah, you know what? Sure, you answer my questions, I'll give you a bit of money. Surprise. Lucky you.
All right, let's go. I'm good at geography. Go.
Okay, where are we right now, huh?
A DIY store that I can't think of the name of.
Yeah, and where is it located, you know, geographically speaking?
Oxford?
Okay, ding ding, good job so far. You'll get the prize when you finish the quiz.
I'd like a jelly bean, please, at least.
You know, I like makes a show of patting pockets. I don't think I got any of them.
Nothing. All right, what's next?
So what
Oh,
did
my
you
own
mean when
bloody
you were
jelly
saying you
bean.
don't gotta go outside?
Why would I? It's why I came into the door.
Yeah, but like you gotta walk to and from places. You're acting real weird when I'm just commenting on the weather. That's. Are you okay, buddy? That's what I'm trying to suss out here.
Yeah, but do you not know where you are? This is Great Britain. We queue. We make sarcastic remarks, and we don't make random small talk with strangers. That's weird.
From what I heard, the British love talking about the weather. Basically, the favorite subject. Am I misinformed?
Yeah, but that you got to be British to get it.
Okay. Well, Here you go. Gonna flick the money at the guy.
Okay. Do wits awareness for me, please.
Okay. I didn't know this about the British. Is this a thing? Is this a thing?
I thought everyone just knew that. Okay. Are you sticking with it? Or would you like to reroll any of those?
I'll stick with it. Why not? I'm already being weird in the store. Like, let's make it worse. I bought a lamp when the demon told me not to. We're already messy out here.
Oh, you're making me difficult. Okay, let's see what we can do.
Gotta get us started off on the right foot. You know how it is.
Yeah. It's been a while. Okay, here's what we're going to do. You are able to hear two voices out of the cacophony around you that sound somewhat familiar, coming from a few aisles over in the home bathroom section. You make your way into the next aisle along, aiming to eavesdrop on the voices, as you hear the sound of Slip talking to you, gathering the most basic of fittings for your new haven. At the end of your own aisle, though, you see another customer, busying himself not with any product on the shelves, but an extremely large caliber gun. The kind you've seen before, coated in rust, and held by people asking the same question over and over.
They're everywhere, Hatfield. You must do something. You will do something.
There's just the muscle memory motion of a sigh, even though breath doesn't have to be drawn anymore. Head turned to the side to crack the neck. We're going from nonsense harassing civilian mode to okay, we're engaged, we're paying attention. You said there was a me and a Slip?
There is another you and a Slip that you can hear.
Okay.
The man with the gun that you're very familiar with is far closer to them than you are.
Okay. And he's just what's he doing?
It looks like he is getting ready to use said gun in a fashion that does not meet home defense standards.
Yeah, no, it's home defense, not home goods.
Not home
defense.
store defense.
Yeah, no. How far away is he from me?
From you, he's probably about 15 feet, but it is a straight line. Between him and other you and Slip, there is a whole other aisle, but it's only a 5-foot thing, but he will have to walk around.
Okay, well, seems pretty plain and clear that I have to ruin this man's day. And I just remembered I have celerity. I've literally never used it, but I probably should here.
Go
on. I'm just, reading how these things work, because, again, I've never actually used celerity. I am a hack and a fraud. Yeah, can I just activate Fleetness and just really quickly close the difference between me and him, get him into a, hey man, put the gun down range?
Rouse check. All you want to do is just get in range?
Yeah, ideally behind him so that I can, like...
Yeah.
I'm still thinking through the thought, but,
Just a rouse check, because that is a simple straight line. There is nothing in your way. Simple success, yeah. Gain a hunger.
Okie
And you are
doke.
able to, in the flash, in the blink of an eye, appear from one end of the aisle at the other end, almost instantaneously appearing in front of the man, who is brandishing the weapon now. He doesn't seem fazed by this sudden appearance of you in front of him, though he does simply say, "Where is Gemma Seek?"
I can't believe this is the first instinct, but the only response is, "Up yours, buddy," as I try and take his gun.
Strength. Brawl. Man, I'm... Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother giving him a reroll. That's not worth it. You absolutely overpower this man and easily take this gun out of his hand that quickly rusts and starts to fall into pieces in your very hand the moment he releases his grasp around.
Can't be doing that
Oh,
here.
blood.
That's illegal.
Where is Gemma Seek?
I don't. Does this man have any other weapons that I should be worried about? Like, is he reaching
No.
for? Okay, he's just standing there, zombie-like, asking the same question.
Wits awareness, please.
Yeah, because that kind of matters.
Two's fine. Two's fine. You're on edge already. You're in predator mode. You know, this is what Hatfield does. Hatfield is super alert. And you will notice at the other end, where you were just standing, is another man, brandishing exactly the same gun, and walking towards you in a very threatening manner.
So would I have to reactivate fleetness to do the thing?
Yeah,
And just like
you want to just
okay,
jump straight in front of him. It's just going to be another rouse check because there's
okay,
nothing in front of you. Yeah.
just asking. And how far is he from me? Like the
He will
15?
now be 15 feet.
Okay. Yeah, we want to get this over quick. We want to do this as quiet as possible, and I don't mind getting hungry. I will bloop myself over there if that is all right.
Do a rouse check. That's all you need to do. Look. Yep. And in an instant, you appear from the other end, leaving the previous man, and appear back where you started. Disarming him again, strength brawl.
Yep, nope, hand it over, buddy. Can't be doing that here.
Strength brawl, yeah. Stick with it, would you like a reroll?
I'm gonna re-roll. Why do I even bother?
Hatfield. Yes. Hatfield, you attempt to grab this man's hand cannon out of his hand, but unfortunately for you, his grip far too firm around the handle. And on the trigger, I don't know. The gunny, the holdy bit on the gun. Oh.
A handle?
Thank you, yes.
Got you.
As you are distracted, attempting to take this gun unsuccessfully, you fail to notice that from the other end of the aisle are two more people coming down the aisle straight towards. Behind him are two more men coming straight towards.
Love that. So where are they spatially compared to me?
Literally just in front, just behind. The ones behind you are 15 feet away. The ones in front of you, they're probably like 5-10 feet away. And you will be just seeing in the distance the back of your own head and slips going over to the checkout counter. And at the same time, you will see just past them are more men grabbing guns and walking towards them and yourself, your past self.
Are there still civilians here?
Wits and awareness, please. There are no civilians that you can see. Absolutely everyone, except apparently persons serving past you and Slip at the counter, seem to have been taken over by whatever this is. As
And
you are looking over, however, you are tackled from behind and brought down to your knees. You're not exactly incapacitated. You reckon you could get out of this one pretty easily, but it's a pain in the ass, you know? But it looks like you're about to be rubbed.
I mean, high key tackled from behind. The first instinct is just to flip the guy over my shoulder.
Yeah?
And then run.
Strength brawl. You will have a -3 penalty.
Yay.
Because you are outnumbered.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I'm running.
Mother fuck. No. Three for 3. You're the aggressor. I'll let you have that. You're able to jump out of the tackle, march forward without attracting too much attention. Although a few more of the now taken over staff, it seems, have beelined away from going towards Slip and yourself and are going towards you. What would you like to do?
So, when you say the staff is now taken over, is this like dream logic where suddenly Mr. Shopkeeper Man has morphed into an armed gunman? Or is this like Mr. Shopkeeper now has just manifested a gun still wearing his DIY store uniform? Like, what's the vibe here?
I mean, you're asking me in a world where mages, werewolves, vampires, and more exist for real, whether or not this seems like a dream. You have seen this before. You have seen this sort of behavior before. That's how you got injured. You know, you.
Oh no, I'm not asking if this is a dream. I'm just asking, like, is this Jake from State Farm with an M16?
The question is really like, the people holding the guns, are they in tactical gear, or are they looking still like staff?
No,
from
they're
the
all in.
season?
Like, so, the ones that were staff are still wearing the staff uniform. The ones that were customers are still dressed in like whatever they were wearing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to ask.
Gotcha. Sorry.
It's giving mind hive, or hive mind rather, behavior.
Think of Michael Douglas in Falling Down. There you go.
That means nothing to me, but okay.
What a great movie. As you get older, you're more like, God, I think he's right, and I hate it.
So they've all just manifested guns, I guess? Okay, yeah, sure. Now I know. Yeah, the goal right now is to end up somewhere where I am not actively surrounded.
What's awareness? You wouldn't let me down. Hatfield, you see one of the more quiet aisles and head straight towards it, taking cover, wondering what to do as you look around. But you realize, as you look around, what it is that is around you itself. Paraffin lamps, instant disposable barbecues, fuel.
Burn, Hatfield. Burn them.
There's just the moment of like noticing all these things, taking it in, and then just like, what's your game here, bro? What are you doing? Like as I'm actively grabbing things, what are you doing?
You belong to me.
Screw you and screw all of this! I say, making no effort to,
No.
yeah, we're wrecking this home goods store. I am...
Yes.
Okay, look, buddy, you want me to do this or not, huh?
Yes.
Okay! Get out of my head and let me work, yeah?
Excellent.
I got a problem with you, you know that?
Yes.
Uh-huh. I like to imagine this is just being shouted as I'm, like, running down the aisle, grabbing things, dunking stuff into other stuff. Shove over a shelf onto a Jemaseek zombie.
Sorry, Noscavian's turned into an alien from Farscape.
Living his life is what he is. Yeah, well, like I say, plan A is for arson. The demon made me do it. It's not my fault, no.
Yeah. Stuff like that worked in the 80s. What are you doing, Hatfield?
I mean, okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the you said there was fuel. We're gonna take the flammable liquid and we're just kind of gonna scatter it around places, being very careful not to get it on myself because I too am flammable. We are going to find, probably locate an aisle with cloth and another aisle with less flammable things. Brain, sorry. The dog came up and started licking me and it completely derailed my train of thought. He says hello.
Hello, doggo.
In the middle of an action scene here, bud. Yeah, no, we are, there's still a general reluctance to, like, hurt these people because they seem high-key mind-controlled, but also, like, they're high-key probably dead anyway, so what's it matter in the long run? We're avoiding them.
Valid.
We're finding stuff that looks flammable. We are setting it on fire. We are getting out. That's the plan.
Poor. How can I make you roll for arson in this instant? Wits. I want to say larceny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arson is
Yeah, roll
generally criminal, so I think larceny fits.
Yeah, I'll roll crime.
Yeah.
I love rolling crime.
Arson, larceny.
Hey!
Yeah, there you go. And then you got a re-roll booked as well, so you're going to be successful.
Okay, high key. This is kind of silly. But, could I... Would Probably not, because it's a specialty in craft, but I do have a specialty for jury rigging that I've never used.
Yeah, where are you going with this, MacGyver?
Can I jury rig a firebomb? Like, it's probably better that I do it larceny because I don't have a lot of skill in craft, but the thought popped into my head and it needed to come out of my mouth.
Do the wits and larceny one first. Okay, that's good. Good. And now you want a jury rig. I would say wits or intelligence and craft. Please.
I don't have a phenomenal pool for this, but I do have a specialty in jury rigging.
Then you get a +1.
Yay!
Could we roll a black 4 if you'd like? There is a potential messy crit on the table.
Sure. Who needs willpower?
You do also have a reroll from Bowlied Bird if you'd like to.
Oh, heck yeah! For the fires! We're gonna reroll that. It'd be wits
too, mate.
That would be the wits and craft again. Yes?
Yes, please.
Well, it's...
You could reroll the black 2.
Who needs willpower?
No?
The dice didn't say no this time.
Hatfield, you are easily, with so much experience under your belt with art, bomb, easily able to make up some. I'm sorry, I don't usually do this, but hi, can do. I love you. Pouring paraffin and various other forms of kerosene, charcoal, anything you can get your hands on into a nice little pile, forming it off, and just as you watch your past self and your past slip step out of the store, you set fire to the location. You feel the beast inside of you screaming in terror, but you don't care right now. You've just set fire to a DIY store. This is what you do.
Well, the first step of being in a burning building is getting out.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do that, please.
Heading in any particular direction?
Yes, actually, any particular direction. Any direction at all that seems like it might get me out of here.
Dex Athletics.
I do not want to be on fire. I want to set other things on fire.
I agree with 4 successes. Oh, that's very good. Hatfield.
Front door, back door, I'll go out the window. I don't care.
Restraining your beast, you charge forward through the front entrance, full of thin sheet glass. You don't even bother protecting your eyes. Why would you? You're kindred, and it looks cooler as you lurch forward, jumping forward, impacting with the glass pane, and just as you expect to make impact and feel it all shatter before you, your eyes flash open. Back in the Coterie Haven.
I have a
Coterie
very
awaken.
question real quick.
Yeah.
When I wake up, is there any physical evidence of that having happened? Do I have glass dust?
You've probably got scorch marks and things. You smell of kerosene and stuff. It's like,
Okay.
that happened.
Okay. Just, had to ask.
Coterie awaken within their haven, collecting themselves from a recent night's event. Before you all gather together in the meeting room to decide how best to proceed, and also to inform those of your coterie on everything you missed out. Flip. You awaken in your room to the sound of Mr. Scruffles growling, or at least his attempt to growl, as he pulls on a plainly wrapped brown parcel, dragging it into the room. leaving it at the foot of your bed as he sits on the cold floor, drooling as his pathetic excuse for a tail wags slightly as he looks up at you with a jagged jaw.
Well, I hope that is not a bomb. If it is, you have killed us both. Pick up the parcel and
Leans back and does the sniffy thing.
turn it over. Is there like a sender, a card, anything? Just
It's got a very straight, the address is to Mr. Big Slip, but
very
it's
nice.
scrawled out, like not like a child's writing, and not like someone who, you're not reading this thinking, oh my god, this person has my address. It's just very scruff.
Okay. Wow.
I got a reroll. Thanks, Candy.
This was not brought in the post. I'll take it over to my workbench, place it down, and open it up.
Inside of the box is a scrawled out note that matches the same scrawled handwriting. It simply reads, "As promised, Slip. A very convincing forgery. We won't stand up to close scrutiny, but if you keep it at distance, it should keep an interested party properly interested. How you get the word out there is up to you most. I suggest you say you found the fragment trawling through the dark web. Say it comes from somewhere like Iraq or any other area of the world. And you find inside a sizable stone block with thick ancient rope around, and a convincing thick metal large lock binding it all together.
Okay. Going to have to build a room for you. Now. Okay. Okay. I'll put the lid back on the box, leave it on the workbench.
Yep.
Leave it in the labyrinth for now.
Yep.
Head to the main foyer.
And who is he going to find in the main foyer? Is there anything anyone wishes to find for a one-on-one before you approach and gather together in your main unliving?
I mean, Acheron's probably wandering around.
Yeah? Would you like to intercept Slip or anyone else?
I don't know that I want to intercept anyone so much as whomever ends up in my path. If that's Slip, then cool. But Acheron is essentially just like awake and so what happened while I was away type of energy as they walk through the house. So whomever.
Okay.
Good evening.
Oh, hello. Slip.
And Barry.
Oh, and Barry.
Yes. Hello, Slip. And Akon. Good night. Everyone
Right.
sleep
You're
well.
doing all right.
Uh,
As good as I could.
Yeah, sorta. Kind of automated.
How are you all doing? You look well.
Good.
Except you've got the shakes. Sorry, go on, Barry.
No, this is important. Slip, it's true. You kind of look like shit.
Thank you.
It's not what I said. I simply said he's got the shakes. But you know what? Since it's been said.
Yeah,
No.
I feel like shit. It's definitely the withdrawal.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah, it's really bad, isn't it? Oh,
it's not the
it's
normal
pretty bad.
you. That's the only reason I say it.
Yep.
right. So there are ways to handle it. You could do a blood transfusion.
Every time I feed.
No, I mean quite literally. Rather than having you feed, a blood transfusion, as they do with humans.
I don't really have any. Well, I mean, it's all sort of in my stomach, isn't it? I could have a
Yes.
puke and We would need an awful lot of blood to replace that. I don't know. Makes me nervous.
Oh, I suppose so. No, well, I wouldn't. No, I would hook up a human, and then hook you, and then start
no.
it would become like a cycle, you know. I mean, we can go medieval, and I can get some leeches. So it's really up to you.
I just gotta ride it out. Shopkeeper said I gotta ride it out.
Here's a thought. How long do you think this withdrawal stuff is supposed to be lasting?
Humans, it lasts a couple days, but we.
I have no idea.
All right, go to torpor for like a couple days, a week. You'll wake up and be like, oh, no more withdrawal.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, 'cause,
Yeah, you got it. I'll go to torpor right now. Trust fall, Barry.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I grab him by the front of his many layered sweaters.
It has to be the instant where Hatfield just sort of saunters in, smelling of kerosene. Yo, what y'all doing, hey?
I'm holding the front of Slip's shirt.
I'm going through advanced withdrawal right now. I don't feel very well. How are you?
Yes, I was suggesting doing some procedures in order to help him through his withdrawal.
Is that
but
what's
we
going
can't
on
afford
here?
torpor. Yes, okay, actually what's happening here is he was doing a trust fall torpor into Barry with the intent of going to sleep for a few days to sort of ride out the rest of this experiences he's having, and I just don't think it's the time for torpor. You know, maybe after would be fine, but now it doesn't seem right. Why do you smell like gasoline? What were you doing?
Bruja.
I woke up like this.
I've lived in this house with you for quite some time now. You do not wake up smelling like kerosene all day, every day. What did you do?
Oh, okay. So there's several versions of the story, and every single one of them sounds absolutely insane.
Nice.
Okay, well, we live in a house that now inhabits a demon. We are vampires,
Yes.
and there are werewolves and other crazy things going on in the world. Nothing you say would sound insane to me. Go on.
Whoa. Neighbors downstairs.
We're friends. It's fine. He's roommates now.
Yeah,
Go on.
are we friends? I don't think we're friends.
Yeah. So
Polite.
Yeah, I don't even think
See?
he likes us. That's not friendship.
yeah,
Well.
he he kind of took umbrage with me buying the lamp, and so
you bought a lamp?
remember. Oh yeah, I bought a lamp. You know how I said we weren't supposed to go to the store and get a lamp? I got a lamp. I wanted to look at the lighting aisle. I got to look at the lighting aisle. I don't care about a thing right now. I got a lamp. Anyway, so you remember way back when that place that caught fire that I was accused of, but it wasn't me? Remember that?
Yeah.
Before I done the arson they thought I did? Well, it
Yeah.
turns out I did
Yes,
do
yes.
it. I just hadn't done it yet.
What?
What?
Yeah, what did I say? What did I say? It sounds insane.
You're saying
Well,
you time
hold on.
traveled in your dreams?
No. Time out. Hold on. Mayhaps it's not time travel, but simply... Well, you're not Malkavian, so it's not really within the capabilities of your clan, but perhaps instead you were seeing a vision. You were looking through the eyes of the person who actually set the place on fire.
I mean,
No.
oh yeah, see, he says, nah, what can I tell you?
Oh,
The
you
neighbors
will hear him say
downstairs
that.
said you're gonna... Neighbor downstairs says, hey, yo, Hatfield, I'm real mad that you bought that lamp. I own you. You gotta do a thing. You gotta burn this place down. Guess what? It's full of Gemasique zombies now. One thing leads to
Are you sure?
another. Next thing you know, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, you've set a place on fire with humans in it, and cameras, I assume.
Well, not anymore. There's also the thing of, nobody caught me back then. It all already happened. So, like, if they was gonna bust me for it, they would have busted the me who hadn't done it yet, not the me that did it. And the me who hadn't done it didn't get busted, so the me that did it's okay.
That makes sense somehow.
Yes.
See,
Yep.
bulletproof logic, and I am glad it is because they had a lot of guns.
Had yourself a little time travel dream, did some arson,
It ain't the
Tracks,
weirdest
I
thing that
guess.
happened. This time there wasn't no river of blood, there weren't no demon trees, like...
yeah.
It's just another Tuesday at this point.
You know, if I run into those Jimasik goons looking for Jimasik again, I'm just gonna tell them Jimasik is hiding at 10 Downing Street, and we'll let the government handle this.
Oh, also, right, so I was there, and this
All
was
right.
as real as any of these things are, but I was there.
Down for that, Barry.
I was chatting with the folks. I was chatting with this guy who was not at that point in time. He was mostly concerned with why I was bothering him to ask him questions. Like a normal person would be.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, switch flipped. Who was Gemma Seek? All of a sudden, everybody had guns. They didn't have guns beforehand, but suddenly everybody had guns. You know, the kind that turned to rust. Super
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, that happened at the party too. Remember?
Yeah, where'd they all come from?
Gun zombies, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Same place
seeing
Doom
as,
Guy hides his.
seeing as
Right.
the neighbor downstairs is concerned about this, like obviously stuff's going on, but like real weird.
Yeah.
I would just like stumble out of my room and be like, "Oh, good evening, everyone."
Oh, hey! Been
Hey.
a while. Where have you been
Yo.
hiding?
You okay, Roland?
I'm all right. Why am I hearing voices in my head?
Oh!
So welcome back. Turns out we got a little bit of an infestation.
We have a new roommate.
I'm Endymion.
Yeah.
Our roommate.
Okay.
hmm
I've heard
We can all
Christmas
hear it. You're not
named a
going
couple
crazy.
Times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool and
Okay,
normal.
well,
It's both.
Yes.
cool and
He
normal.
really
Right.
hates home goods stores. Just so you know.
True.
Is it an ugly lamp?
No.
Oh, now you're cool with them?
Who knows?
It's an
Yes.
ugly
Right?
lamp.
Maybe
Oh,
it was
it's
just
not
Okay,
that
that we can't
particular
agree.
one.
Yes, it's the lamp. He just finds it ugly. You should have had. Let me make you one. Would have come out nice. I think you would have liked it.
It's not about the lamp, Acheron. It's about the. You know what? I'll be right back. Hatfield is going to wander off back to the room and go grab this lamp. It's the tackiest thing ever, and there is a smiley face
So
sharpie on
it
it.
is in fact an ugly lamp.
Oh yeah, no, it's like
Amazing.
it's like the kind of thing. It's got the glitzy fake crystals hanging from the lampshade. It's like cheap ornate. And there is a smiley face drawn on it in Sharpie. Like it is.
Oh.
That's
I
a
want to hear
Akron's like, ooh.
Mascadians, but
that's a nice lamp, but my grandma has one like that. It doesn't have the smiley on it, but like with the little crystals. Yeah, she's got a lamp like that. We should put it.
Right.
Better with.
We should really just like put that like right by the coffin table. I think it'd be great with the ambiance.
No man, things happen in there.
It would look better with a leg.
Oh, I've got those.
Great.
Yeah.
We'll find a way to preserve it. We'll attach it, and it'll look so much better. They will enjoy it much more. You got to go with the aesthetic. They'll appreciate it more.
Yeah, no, this is my lamp.
To body, you know. Yeah.
No, that's where you make the lamp, Acheron.
Would you like me to make you a lamp?
I mean, you know what? If you're just making lamps, sure, why not?
All right.
I could bet
can
you
make
can
it
make some
however I
real
want.
interesting chandeliers.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what?
I
You
can.
know what? I am challenging your creative genius, Acheron. I want you to make a real ritzy chandelier.
What is happening?
Okay. There's like
No idea.
super psychotic expression on Acheron's face where they're like,
A chandelier of hands, and each hand can be holding a candle.
chandelier.
mm,
Okay.
something like that.
What, do you got a problem,
Handily.
Slip?
I like that.
No, I've got a thing I need us to do before we taxidermy people.
Well, I'd be happy to give you a hand, Slip.
Multitask.
Shit.
I can multitask. You are too much. You are too
Wouldn't
much.
I mean,
be
as
done.
long as you're able, sure.
Right, okay, so what is it that you need? What are we doing?
We're gonna commit fraud.
Okay.
Oh, that's easy. What kind of
Sweet.
fraud are we talking?
How many
So-
crimes can fit in one day?
Here's the plan. Okay?
Right.
Because,
Mhm.
so there's no way I really want to avoid breaking into Beckett's library. It's messy, sends the wrong signals. I just want to talk to the motherfucker. But, as it turns out,
Right.
doesn't like people. I get that. I respect that energy. That's me on a good day. So, in order to
Oh, I
lure
thought you
him
were a people
out,
person.
I'm a lover. That doesn't mean I like people. I eat animals only. No people. Bad for my tummy.
You know, those two I get what you're saying, Slip, but those two sentences put in that order really give you some wrong ideas.
I'm a cat guy. I'm a cat person. It's true.
That's not making it any better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta be a big
Akron
cat.
is
Gotta be a big cat.
if Akron had blood flow through their body, you would see the vein of trying not to laugh while keeping a very serious face. Mhm. A cat
So,
person, he says. Right. Mhm.
okay.
Yes, continue.
So I have arranged a fraudulent fragment of the Book of Nod.
Right. All right.
It is in my possession.
Disgusting, but all right.
It's okay. It's fraudulent. It helps at all.
It doesn't, but continue.
All right. So the plan is that we have it, keep it private. Well, keep it hidden at least, and we float out there somehow that we have it. You know, it's very.
Okay.
It's the kind of thing you brag about.
Is
Will
But,
be easy
you
enough to.
The goal is for Beckett to get a whiff of it at some point and come to investigate. And that's when I will, do to him what other people do to us. Make him go do bullshit for me. And then when he's done, he'll get half a prize that turns out to be fake. Kindred shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, of course. Would you like me to hide it?
So, oh no, it's in my labyrinth. Literally no one can get
Oh,
there.
so it's hidden.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yes,
So
it's
Probably more
fucking-
secure than sticking it in a chandelier.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no intention of sticking in the chandelier. But I
Oh, but I had
Jesus.
every intention of suggesting it.
Continue.
But yes. So, I am got the coke sweats right now, so I'm not really top of my game. But plenty of you have plenty of connections, so please, if you could, tonight and moving forward, just plant some seeds, and hopefully, one of them will catch the ear of one Beckett.
Is Beckett the type to listen to such things? Rumors.
I mean, he's a kindred historian and archaeologist. He'd be pretty shit at it if he didn't.
Well, no. The only reason I'm saying that is perhaps it's not about just floating the information out there. Beckett's not the only one who would want a copy of, a page of from the Book of Nod. There are other factions that exist amongst us that would also desire it. So maybe it's just a matter of spreading it to the right people. You say he hates people.
Well, he hates
how
kindred
would we...
society.
That's, I completely understand. But again, who do we know would have not necessarily access to him, but at least who he would be more willing to have, listen to, lend an ear to?
Oh, fucking absolutely
Rather than
nobody.
just-
Yeah.
Right, so it's fucked. You know what I'm saying? Because there's
Yeah,
people
so we
out there.
get it going now, and
All right.
eventually, Kindred talk. Eventually, it gets where I want it to go. But there's no way for us to fast track this. There's no skip button.
I mean,
We gotta
yo,
do
if
legwork.
other people want it, like, that's a them problem.
Okay, let me
I could
say this a different way then. Oh, go on, Barry.
I could hand out flyers at the restaurant.
Absolutely fucking not. You stop that shit right now.
Just scrawling on all the napkins. Hey, guess what we got?
No, look, let me put this another way. If you put it out there and not in the right direction, and some other faction who is willing to do whatever it takes to get this, they may hear about it and act before it gets to Beckett, and then we're shit out of luck and now having to deal with, others who are willing to be violent to get what they want.
Oh, that's where Hatfield and I come in, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what the fuck? We just killed them. They bounce off the security here, and then that makes the claim seem more valid, actually.
Yeah. Also,
Right,
like,
you don't
we
mind.
got
I
the
just
neighbor
want to put it-
downstairs. Like,
You don't
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. I just want to put it out. Listen, I
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to put
yeah,
it all out there. That way we're aware of what we would be dealing with in the process of this
Oh,
to
sure.
get the attention of one old hermit.
I mean, if anything,
Instead of
if
just breaking
anything,
into his library.
if the wrong people take the bait, right? They're people who we'd probably come up against sooner or later anyway, and we may
Honestly.
as well like set it up so that we got the trap ready to spring, rather than have them jump on us when we're not like intentionally saying, "Hey, yo, guess what, world? We got this shiny thing."
I mean, this place is built like a fortress anyway, so stress tests.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. That's fine. So long as we all understand what would be happening. It just...
Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
like, oh,
So,
like,
so it's not a surprise. You know what I'm saying? It's
No,
not
yeah.
to work
what are
on
they gonna
something-
do? Rami us again?
Ramming me 5 or
No,
6
I
times,
doubt
shame on
it.
me.
Right, and
Ramming me
it's
7 or 8
that
more,
I'm-
also shame on me.
Like,
It's not.
what are they gonna do?
It's not. Right. It's not so much so that, but look. It is better to understand everything that is on the board and make your move then, than not understand things and just start making moves, and then suddenly you're dealing with someone much older and stronger than you are that thinks you have a page and or the actual book of Nod.
I mean, I understand the point you're making, but there's also the thing of anybody who would come crawling in our basement have to deal with Mr. Endymion down there. Hey, you listening, pal?
Yeah, also fucking that.
Yes.
He definitely wants this plan to work. Oh yeah, that's a good fucking point. Holy shit.
I have a question slip.
Holy shit, is it Demi our driver? What's up?
Being your Nosferatu type and all, have you tried emailing him at Beckett@shreknet.nod?
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to talk about Shreknet. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I don't want to talk about Shreknet.
I mean,
It was
there's
real
also-
bad. It was real bad, wasn't it? It was
Yeah,
not
it was.
good.
Yeah, it was a bit shit. It was a bit. I don't want to talk about Shreknet. Please, it's
also
a
the
sensitive
thing-
subject, and I'm tweaking right now.
If we
Right,
just
no,
go
you're right,
like,
calm
hey, yo,
down.
Beckett, we got this thing you'll want, and it seems like we're setting him up, which we totally are. If we're just like, oh, hey, look at this interesting thing. Oh, hey, Beckett, oh, you heard. If we let him chase us rather than the other way around, seems more legit, yeah?
Yeah, and frankly, I'll be honest, guys.
Yeah.
The more licks try to break in here, the more you guys break them. Like, just the more badass we seem, and then you guys get to have fun with them when you capture them, because
You can make a chandelier!
breaking the rules of domain fuck them up. That's a forfeiture. Like, fuck them.
Only if they're ghouls will it work. Unfortunately, Kindred do not have the kind of shelf life necessary to make a chandelier.
I mean, shelf like or not, you could still try. Push the boundaries of the medium, yeah?
Well, if we get enough ash, we could make like a sand pit or something.
Oh my god. Well, if you stake them, you pose them however you want.
Push the boundaries
Suddenly,
of the medium.
Suddenly Akron is like looking around the space that we're in, and it's like you can see them like superimposing Kindred into positions around the house, you know?
What I would love it if the prince themselves came down here and was just like, all right, can we let some of them go? I need like some people back. Like, I would love that. I would love that. Because we're already location B.
If we can manage it, then I'd be happy to oblige on this request.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. It is. Can we call that settled? If we do this, and any guests come calling, we officially welcome them as part of the household.
Well, if they try to steal it, yes. If they're just like, hey, that's really cool. What's going on? Don't just start hitting people over the head. But you know, if they get cheeky, yeah.
What, Slip? Do you think I lack
fun.
discretion?
I think you and Barry sometimes paint a picture of non-discretion sometimes in some of the things you do. Occasionally. Yes.
I mean, it's not that I lack discretion. It's I believe in maximum discretion, the most discretion.
I don't think you know what that word means.
No, I think
Yeah,
the rest of it. I am nothing if
no, you're right.
discreet.
Discretion, double aggression, right?
No.
Right. That's exactly it.
No.
That makes
Akron
sense to
just
me.
encouraging. Right, you see? We're all on board.
You know what,
except
Barry?
Skip.
Let me tell you something. If you put out on the back of your napkins that there's a nod fragment, you know a guy. I'm not gonna be able to help you when Ardala's dad shows up, okay?
Yeah, let's not. Though I do have
Oh,
one
I forgot
question.
about him. Shit. Right.
I mean, it's not the most important thing, but you know, I am rather new at it. What's the nod thing? What's that about? What's?
Oh, cult shit. Who cares?
I mean, yeah, but like, what is it?
It's dumb shit. It's who cares? It's fucking vampires trying to figure out their own creation, and no one asks. But some of them are really into it. Yeah, it's just.
I guess that was literally what I was trying to ask. Was who cares? Who is it?
There's only violence on Akron space.
Like,
There's only anger and violence.
Literally older kindred who have nothing better to do than to talk about if it's real or not. It used to be illegal for a little while, but it's not banned anymore, I don't think.
No.
But it's
Metallic grinding sounds coming from Akron.
Don't you worry, Akron. I think the neighbor agrees with you. I don't know.
Yeah, the point is,
what he thinks of this.
You exaggerate.
well, this guy, am I right? Handsome is what he is. So,
Very lovely.
Oh yeah, real peachy looking tree.
hell yeah, it's a handsome ass tree. Watch it.
Amazing. Akron, if you'll allow me, Akron will finish their transformation into, it's a picture I sent you guys a long time ago, but female who is on probably more the petite side, short blonde hair, blue eyes, and looks a little manic. And every once in a while you see on their skin little eyeballs pop up and disappear.
I love it.
Oh my god,
It ain't just useless.
like
I'm
it?
seeing it too.
I care
like
a lot
it.
about what you have to say now, like more than before, yes.
Right, I thought so. Amazing how a change in appearance can affect like that.
You've got an eye
that's
for
great.
detail.
Whew.
I do, and two eyes appear on their collarbones and disappear again. Right. Anyway, so we're about to
Just
spread some
visibly
rumors, yeah?
restraining himself from poking one of those eyes that appeared and disappeared.
You can touch if you'd like, Hatfield. I won't bite. I promise.
Reaches forward slowly. Poke.
Just an eyeball blinks at Hatfield. It's an eyeball. Like you feel the like mucus of an eye. Like it's an actual eyeball, and then it disappears. Satisfied.
So,
Yes. Let's go spread some rumors. Where
no,
did we go? Wait, now hold on. Things have changed. Elysium's not in the same place anymore, yeah? It's a different place entirely.
I think it's in the same place. I don't think it's
Why
moved.
would they do that?
Okay,
People
because
came.
they're old as shit, and they think they're cool.
Ugh.
Literally, they're old and crotchety and they don't like change and kindred shit. So it's in the same fucking place.
A-nights are exhausting. Anyone ever attacks us in our home to that magnitude, we are not coming back here. We're going somewhere else. Because the only crazy person stays in the same place they were attacked.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, I've got on-site.
I've
got on-site munitions ready to go. Blow the whole place if I
Oh,
want.
good.
Oh, legit?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Don't get too excited, Hatfield. We're not blowing up our house yet.
I mean,
Oh,
if
yeah.
push comes to shove, I would love to have the opportunity to push that button. Just saying.
Right. Well, so yes, I am going to be doing some research. Is what I feel like I should be doing, because I'm kind of got a twitch going on right now. I don't feel super well. I would like to probably start compiling some lists and things, but we have more information,
Alright.
and you guys
At that
can.
moment, interrupting your sentence, ominous. The TV flicks onto the news, announcing the headline that there will be a mass rollout of the measles vaccine.
Oh, shit. That's not good.
The news report goes on to
Oh.
say it will be worldwide, and the TV flicks off.
So
Was that you?
I'm pretty sure.
Peering at the
Nope.
floor as though.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
you
the
think it, Damien?
vaccines are how they're gonna be mind controlling people.
Who turned on the TV?
Or it's got the blood plague in it. That's gotta have the blood plague in it with mind control nanobots.
I don't think... What? Harry.
Barry,
Was it the nanobots that turned on the TV? How did the TV come on?
This is the nanobots.
Okay, everybody calm down. Calm
yeah,
down.
nanobots in the water making the frogs gay. Is that what's going on, Barry? Christ. All right, so Endymion, you did not show us that on purpose.
What? How the fuck? What? Can you answer that in a bit more clear? That's an ambiguous question.
Did you show us that on purpose?
Did you turn on the TVs, essentially?
No.
You did not show us that at all. Something else did.
Who turned on the TV?
Yes.
Guys,
Who
it's,
turned the fucking TV on?
it's the deep state.
I'm
Barry,
so
you
tired.
buffalo
I'm exhausted.
beans, right?
I just woke up and I am exhausted. I am exhausted. Perhaps we send our security to search the premises. Perhaps there's someone here that shouldn't be. Let's watch
Barry,
it
matters not.
with specialized.
Doesn't it doesn't fucking matter. You know what?
Okay, let's not argue with him.
I'm gonna argue with him every day of the rest of my unlife.
But I think
Your resistance will be futile.
Do you think I care?
Okay, alright.
Hatfield, you're in charge of crime as far as this coterie goes. Please organize the Great Measles Caper of 2024.
You want
So,
me to steal the measles?
no,
Not the
what?
measles, the vaccines, probably.
I mean, I know
Then
that's what you meant, but like it was funnier to just say measles. You want me to steal the measles?
I don't
Yes.
think there's a I don't think it's a vaccine.
it's
No,
the
I know
blood
that.
plague.
That's why. Yeah, yes, I'm aware. That's why we need to interrupt it
Right.
and not let it happen.
That's yes, but it's being shared worldwide. So unless Hatfield can copy themselves a million times over and teleport all over the world.
Hatfield
you
gets a
seen the-
very strange look on their faces this morning. Just happened to have two Hatfields at once.
Yeah, hey, dog. And Damian's whole thing is just fucking going places. Remember when he was all those people repeatedly? And then I've got the oubliettes. We might be able to pull off some Santa Claus style shit. Everywhere in one
I'll tell
night.
ya. Our Tuesdays have been getting weirder, and my everyday Tuesdays I'm losing touch with reality, man. I don't know if I'd be able to handle that many of me.
Okay, all right. Well, let's hope we don't have any doppelgangers running around. But if we
Infinite
use
duplication glitch?
What?
if we
Sorry,
use the oubliette, if we use the oubliette to try to do this, perhaps we can time it to blow up the warehouses in which they're kept before they get delivered out. That's a
Yeah, I need
surefire
to...
way to stop it, but it's going to make a lot of noise. So if you're worried about the masquerade, that's going out the fucking window.
Well, not if it's a bomb. That's just terrorists. Or the measles.
Yeah, we gotta firebomb and burn down the measles facilities.
Yeah, but I gotta look more into this. We don't know where it is. We don't know when they're ramping up. We don't know.
We don't know who turned on our TV.
Yeah, we don't know
Okay,
any
well,
of this
hold
shit.
on.
So let me do that research.
Side note, DM. In the news report, did they give a time in which these vaccines were going to go out? Or rather would be available to the public. You know what I'm saying?
No, they didn't. But it's no problem. You know, you're going to be able to just turn on the TV, find the information anyway. So I'm not going to piss you around. You're able to, find various other stations like Channel 6 instead of 3.
At some point, I'm probably going to like an international channel as well to try to find out what's happening around the world. But yeah.
It's being prototyped. It's rolling deployment. Nothing is finalized yet, but for now it seems that only the United Kingdom, United States, and certain countries in South America.
Okay.
Hey, yo, Slip.
All right.
And no definitive date yet, just that these countries are the ones that are saying, yes, we're in on this. We want to be in the first wave for the upcoming months pandemic.
Okay.
Yo, Slip, how hard would it be for you to get online, do your thing, and spread some really gnarly rumors just to buy us as much time for as many people as possible?
Well, the United States will believe anything. Those people are fucked. South America, language barrier. I can probably speak the religious angle. UK.
I mean, some of these places got history with sketchy vaccines being used to push other things.
Well, here's the thing. We have an assignment from a prince. If we go to Pandora, that's the thing. We don't have to do this alone. This does not have to be our coterie goes everywhere in one night. There are vampires all over the world that could have a stake in this. It would not be impossible to organize, with proper planning, other people to pull their fucking weight. So, as far as the UK goes, let me do that research, try to find that out. I can definitely propaganda bomb this shit, especially in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we just report to our superiors that, hey, this is happening and it's very bad for all of us, they may be able to contact some other people across the sea and run interception on their own.
Legit.
All right then.
Just get that propaganda.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know how to talk.
Yeah.
The fear is not exclusive to one country either. Get enough people afraid of what might be in these vaccines, that works wonders. Might work a little faster in the United States, but everywhere else, they're just as susceptible to fear.
UK did it first.
Yeah, who's to say we can't coordinate a global vampiric flash mob? Except for the kindred who are, daytime for them. They're not going to be able to do anything.
Okay, Barry. I'm gonna
I hear
hear
what
you
he's
out.
saying.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
I get what he's saying.
A flash
What
mob.
kind of flash mob?
Dancing. Dancing.
Well,
You're gonna
yeah,
have guys
except
dancing in the night.
except burning down the measles vaccines.
Oh, I see. So
you wanna
arson
do some
is what you're saying.
coordinated
Yes.
terrorism. Okay.
Arson,
Right,
arson
terrorism.
mob.
We have a
Flash,
word for it.
flash
Okay.
arson mobs.
Terrorism.
That's just a terrorist attack. Just say it. Just say that. It's so
I mean,
PC of you,
one
Barry.
person's terrorism's another person's flash mob. What can I say?
Apparently.
Right, truly.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna
Perfect.
do
You have to
that
live reality,
research.
folks.
I'm gonna do that research and find out what the fuck and do all that. But as far as rumor mongering throughout the UK, that sounds like some Toreador fucking shit to me. I feel like
So
those of us
suggesting-
with mental powers, Pandora needs to be informed of this. I'm sure you guys can handle that probably. Yeah.
Why is it that you must make me have any kind of contact with this woman?
Well, you can
Yo,
stay here with
Split.
me.
Oh.
Yo,
You stay here with
Slip,
me. You
I
stay here
think
with me.
maybe
Yeah. Oh.
maybe the best bet on that front is to bring it up at book club.
Oh.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying. You
invited
guys
to
should.
that, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'd
wa-
like to go.
Okay.
So I'm very excited. When
I
you get
want to
the
go to
word.
book club too.
You're not invited, Barry.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe we can get an invitation. Him and
Yeah.
Roland.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I
Well,
can do.
We're a package.
You fucking
as
bring Barry
Coterie.
into the book club right fucking now!
Oh, that's right, DM. Bring him into the book club. Him and Roland.
Right! Don't you break my heart like that! You bring that man in the book club!
Yeah, we can bring that up there.
Yeah, we can work it out.
Until
mean,
then,
yeah,
I mean,
He's even got
We
an evil
should,
book. He'd be
I
perfect.
think book
Sorry.
club would be an excellent place to bring this up, to start dropping hints about the what you call it with the guy in the library. Like,
until then,
Well,
I've got
I'm-
research to do, and I feel like between dropping rumors amongst our own kind, propaganda amongst the other kind, and the caper on the horizon, I mean, I trust you guys. How do we want to do this?
Well, I've had a thought.
Okay.
Absolutely, they can go to Elysium, speak with Pandora and the like, and spread some rumors. They can do that for sure. Perhaps, do we know, other than Elysium, do we know where the La Sombra Primogen likes to be? We got on, so perhaps
I
I
don't-
go see them.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we don't all have to go.
Even if you don't know specifically where the Sombra Primogen is right now, you of all people could find where it's acceptable to go and approach the Sombra Primogen. But you know, he's always been in Elysium every single time you've gone in, sat there reading some book like a pretentious twat.
So it's not okay, because I was thinking like very similar to like the Hakata, that the La Sombra would have like a place they hang out when they're not at
There
Elysium
is
type of
there is
thing,
a La
so-
Sombra location, but it's not
Okay.
outwardly advertised as such.
Well,
and
no,
not many
right,
kindred go
okay.
deliberately looking for it.
Yeah, but
Okay. Oh well, then if he's at
but it-
Elysium, then
we don't
Yeah,
all always have to go everywhere holding hands. I think everyone can figure out a thing that they want to do that they can do, and we just go do it. Like we just put in legwork, you know.
I do have nice legs.
I
got
wanna,
her
like,
new legs
talk
now.
to the guy, but it occurs to me maybe we should like send a. This is like a worldwide thing, and like it impacts everybody, and there's
Yeah.
a lot going on for just sort of like kindred kind. Maybe we ought to send a memo to our pal the house.
Right. I was actually just thinking about the Anarchs themselves. We do
Yeah, if
have
like
that treaty
anybody's
now,
willing
so-
to do some friendly flash mobbing, like it's the
Yeah.
Anarchs.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, Mr. House
Right.
might be able to help us out with that.
All right. Well, maybe you don't want to go to the house specifically. Maybe.
Maybe we send a letter.
Maybe.
I could
Yes, maybe
call
there's-
He is the house and the phone line,
does-
right? I can call.
Yes, if I recall, there was a phone in the house, so we could
There
send a phone call.
was. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
And then Roland, you can speak to your primogen as you are Ventru.
I was thinking the same.
Right, Barry, you're Hakata. You've got the whole of the family.
I'll talk to Grandma about it.
Oh, you know, I
Yeah.
honestly, Barry, do that. If anybody
Yeah.
knows how to get a rumor to the right people, it's a grandma.
Yeah, she's been around a long time. Ooh, that's true. That's true. Her dinner
Yeah.
parties must be wild.
Also,
yeah.
They're wonderful.
What book should I bring to book club?
We'll let you know.
Because
We
I'm
still have to get the invitation.
We will let you know
get the invitation
24 to
for you
48
Roland.
business hours in advance.
okay. I've got some
We've got
cookbooks.
to. Yes, that should
I
be fine. I'm sure they'd love it.
you know what
Okay,
book club is, right?
like where everyone reads together.
Well, it's the
Yes,
same
exactly.
book, typically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to want to... we'll float it. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we get there, We'll cross that bridge when we burn it down.
Allow for dreams and creativity, Slip. Allow for it.
Not always. Not always.
Now,
Every
Barry, you ever
single
thought
one
about
of
writing your own cookbook? I'm sorry, that's totally off topic. I should focus.
Every single one of those shriveled, curled up, deceased, frozen corpses on Mount Everest was once a very motivated, energetic person who just wanted to do something cool. So not always. Not
Okay.
always.
So no Necronomicon, but how about the Book of Nod? I'll bring that one with me.
Bring the
If
book
you
with
have it, sure.
you. Do it.
That would actually
Do
go
it.
over pretty well at this book club.
Yeah.
I doubt Barry actually has the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think Barry has it.
Yes, it's an artifact that we have forged. It just so happens I have the real thing.
The thing is that the Book of Nod that you just held up is one of those rare artifacts that's an actual in-universe item as well as a real universe item. So
Yeah.
it does exist in game.
Yeah.
So if Barry wants to
So-
have a copy of the Book of Nod, you can have a copy of the Book of Nod, mate.
Sweet.
Especially if you yoink the lore sheet for that shit. Then you just have it,
Yes. All right. So
Yeah. So,
mayhaps. Oh, I don't know how safe that is. Maybe a phone call is the best move. For the Anarchs, I was going to suggest perhaps that, Hatfield speak to the Anarchs, but if it's less safe, then maybe a phone call will do.
here's the thing. We made a deal with the Baron. Go in and out, not be bothered, etc., etc. I'm sure the Baron has a way of communicating with his people. Otherwise, he wouldn't be the fucking Baron.
Yeah,
So,
we're
I'm
better
sure
off
you should-
leaving that aspect to him, because if the folk on the street get word that they're collabing with the cam, they're not gonna like it a lot.
Yeah, so I can try the phone call. If that doesn't work, I do think you can go in and you won't be jumped because, again, he's gotta have a way he's talking to people. You're probably on the don't beat up list. If not, fuck it, kill him. But let me try the phone call first.
Yeah. Also,
Hold on.
To be fair, you don't have to say this is for the vaccine situation. So you don't
Yeah.
have to bring up anything to do with the Camarilla. It you could just very
Oh, yeah.
clearly be like, I need you are capable of arson. I need you to do the arson.
It's more it's better the less the further away we can keep this at arm's distance, the better off we are. Because when we was walking through the turf that one time, they knew at a glance that y'all was Cam.
Yeah, but not you.
I mean, yeah,
My
but guilt by
suggestion was to send
association.
you.
Not me either.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it if I gotta, but like,
Well, we
You
dusted
and
all
not
those
Barry.
guys.
Barry's independent.
Yeah.
Well, regardless. Okay, so we try the phone call. Barry speaks to his grandmother. Roland, if you would be so kind as to speak to your primogen. And I can go speak to Sombra, primogen.
Yeah.
Does that sound good? I will leave Pandora to you, Slip. You are incredibly close with her. So
True. I can handle Pandora. Yes. Let me make this
right.
phone call.
Also,
Let me
you're
go talk
kind
to
of her
Pandora.
favorite.
I am pretty cool. I have been told this.
Well,
Pretty
I'll
cool.
let you sit with
Slip
that one.
on the back.
Pretty cool.
Let you sit with
Pretty.
that one.
He's like scratching himself. He looks like fucking. He's had 8 cups of coffee. He's just. I'm pretty cool, guys. I'm pretty cool. You know. I'm gonna go to Elysium. Just fucking spit out of the room like the Tasmanian devil.
You know what? I think I'm gonna follow them.
It's probably smart. Yeah. So yeah, once we, whatever, depart. I don't know who else is going to Elysium, but I'm gonna go to Elysium to speak to the Lasombra Primogen.
I'm going to Elysium. Roland, you're going to speak with.
Been true, but
I want to say
before-
Cabraxis, but I'm not sure if it is Cabraxis.
No, that's right. It's Cabraxis.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say
Wow, I remember one of
before
my own fucking characters. Way to
It's
go,
not.
me.
What were you gonna say,
before,
Roland?
before I leave, I would ask the group.
Valerian.
I'd be all like,
Valerian's your Primogen.
Oh, it is, but so I don't even remember my own fucking
So wait, so
character's
hold. I'm so
fucking
sorry,
name.
Roland. So who's Cabraxis? Because there was a Cabraxis who was a Ventrue in this game.
I
Who is
think
that?
that motherfucker was from the other game.
Oh,
I think that motherfucker's from like 2 years ago.
he was the Ventrue in Japan. Okay, well.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, my bad. I mixed
Yeah,
up
Valerian is
Ventrues.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least I have in my notes that
you're
Valerian
right.
is 11th generation.
Damn, that's a really good name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sat here like Ventrue. They're all the same. You know what I mean? I'm sorry for messing up the name.
To be
no,
fair,
I just have
you're
bad
not
memory.
wrong. You know, all Ventrue Primogen are fucking sane Ventrue Primogen, except the Anarch Ventrue, who are all fucking sane.
Amazing. So I said what I said, right?
Yeah.
So what were you gonna say, Roland?
I was going to say, I have been out of the loop for some time, and what evidence? I know my Primogen will require some type of evidence, but what aside from a TV turning on and off should I mention?
Oh well, it's worldwide news. You don't have to
It
mention
is.
the TV turning on, but it is on
Well,
everyone.
what I'm saying,
I
but
think
me
if
going
you
in and
say,
saying that this is a threat, I think it'll.
I
Take a
think
bit
if
more
you
than
say
just
that
one.
Slip here is willing to vouch for the information you present, that'll carry weight. If it don't, then what are we doing?
Yeah,
but
fair
also,
enough.
but also, and correct me if I'm wrong, DM. I'm pretty sure Valerian's aware of the plague. You just say the research we've been doing for the Prince has found that what is being masqueraded as a vaccine is really just a vessel for this plague that is intended to take us out.
Excellent. And
That
then
should be-
Slip
that
can
should be
vouch
enough.
for it. Perfect.
Right, exactly. If he gives you a hard time, let me know. I'll trip him while we dance again.
Oh, I think I'll be all right. I just didn't want to seem like a fool walking in.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
no, not at all.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, okay then. Anyone else coming to Elysium with me?
Yeah. Where the fuck are you going, Barry? I'm scared.
Grandmother's.
Okay. Cool.
Unless you want me to talk to grandmother later, and I can go with whoever.
Oh, no. Go see your grandmother. Go give her a smooch right on her cheek.
Yeah, I'll tell grandmother about how the measles vaccine's got the blood plague and nanobots in it.
Yeah, making the frogs gay. You do that.
That'll go well. Just as I walk out the door.
Oh shit.
All right then.
Harpoon, where are you going?
I'm Shadow and Slip, making sure he doesn't spiral off into oblivion, or at least if he does, that I'm spiraling right there with
I'm
him.
full 80s guy right now. Just want coke and coffee and good music. Just
Like, I'm not sure my manic energy will cancel out his manic energy, but, like,
No,
maybe.
it won't.
At the very
But
least,
if
it's
he
about
says
to be
the one thing, that's the one thing Akron will say, like, before they leave to Hatfield. But listen, if he starts to get really out of hand, give me a call. Yeah, let me know.
Oh, don't worry. If he starts getting out of hands, I got two of them.
Kane and Lilith.
Look, here's all I'm saying is,
Yeah.
he's breakable right now. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if it really comes down to having using both your hands, then I guess it's a situation where it's got to be done. But, like, he's not doing
we just had the whole
well.
conversation about discretion, Acheron. Don't you worry about a thing.
Yeah. Hatfield can go hard, but they can also be gentle. Those hands are rated E for everyone.
It's true. It's true.
Akron is staring at your hands like it's a delicious meal for a second, and then blinks like they just were, put into a trance. And is like, Elysium.
One of
right."
them is still ever so slightly different color than the other.
Oh, fucking right. Your corpse bride looking
He's like,
ass.
yes, yeah. Evil giggles out of the house.
We'll stick with Barry, who is going to head, it's not a long distance drive from your Coterie haven to the restaurant, which is, of course, closed at this time of night.
I got +7, but
You head inside, and amongst the various tables and chairs that have been stacked up, you're easily able to find your grandmother out in the back kitchen, no doubt working on some interesting morsel.
Hey, Grandma.
Oh, Bartholomew!
Hey, there was something I really needed to talk to you about. So, I don't know if you've been watching the news.
You found someone at long last!
Well, I have a bunch of friends now. You met them. We had dinner.
That's not... I need a little pitter-patter, little... No, I can't. I'm not going down that route. No.
You want me to get some ghouls?
Pitter-patter full-grown adult child, or is that what you're saying? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that would be where I would have to take it, and it would be like...
Right, because the other doesn't make
I'm
sense.
just going to leave it. Yeah.
Pitter-patter of little fledglings bouncing off the furniture.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the news about that measles vaccine?
No. Mumps. I don't know. Are mumps and measles the same thing?
I don't know. What's a mumps?
Right, they're not. It's a mumps vaccine.
Okay. Did you see the thing on the news about the mumps vaccine?
No!
Oh, well,
On the what?
the mumps vaccine.
Why would I look at the vaccines? We don't care.
Well, that's just it. My coterie's been really looking into the blood plague, and they're using the blood plague and trying to slip into the vaccines, and that global mumps vaccine they're trying to push worldwide, they're trying to inoculate every cattle with blood plague, so then we, good kindred, can't feed on them.
Bartholomew, look, stroke your beard. You know it suits you. Stroke your beard. You've got all excited again, haven't you?
I don't have my brushes.
You've been eating too many diabetics. You've let it give you a little bit of a rush again, haven't you?
No, this isn't about a sugar high. This is the act. It's serious. It's
Tell from the look on your
sometimes
face right now it's serious. Yes.
Sometimes they like to put the nanobots in the vaccines. Grandma, you told me that.
Oh, now I know you've been watching too many of those strange shows on the television.
Well, I know that's not true, but this is true. They're trying to put blood plague into the vaccines. So you've seen the blood plague, haven't you, Grandma? You looked at Slip
Oh, was that what was wrong with him?
with all
I
his
just thought he was French.
teeth falling out and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blood plague makes your teeth fall out, Grandma. How are we gonna eat without teeth?
But how do you know that this? How do you know all this?
Well, because
This is very strange.
my coterie has been investigating, and we found everything blood plague related. It's tying back to Big Pharma.
So what do you want us to do about it?
Well, I figured you could. You're older than I am, Grandma. You've got connections. You can tell the family.
It's an age thing, is it? It's an age thing, is it? You're being ageist. Just because I'm old, I know all the old people now. Is that what you're saying?
I just thought you would be wise.
Well, it doesn't mean I know people. If I'm wise, I'll fucking avoid them.
Okay, who should I go talk to about this blood plague?
Someone important, not your grandmother, you stupid boy.
Okay, I guess I'll just.
Me, that Grandma Bean does not have a bridge club.
When do I have time for bridge? I'm too busy eating feet and legs and butchering people.
The way
She doesn't have hobbies.
The way Shiv does not want to be this old woman, that he's like, I don't know shit.
Oh, wait, Grandma, I'll tell my coterie that you can't help.
Well, the best. What do you want?
down.
I mean, all I can do is
Let us
tell
down.
the rest of the family and back in Scotland, but they already live in Scotland. Life's pretty depressing for them as it is.
This is going to be global, so if you want to let the family know in Scotland, that would be great. And maybe we could put up some signs that say vaccines are evil.
Oh, you bastard. What a wonderful idea! Meanwhile, fucking hell. Oh, God. I knew it would be bad when I branched into
did
this
this.
topic. I knew it was going to go. I didn't think it was going to go that way.
Anti-vaxxers by
Disclaimer,
night.
At this channel, we are very much pro-vaccine. Go get vaccinated. Diseases are no joke.
Yeah, please.
This
Right,
is a
yes,
fictional
please, dude,
story
we're-
with a fictional blood plague.
Oh, right. Go get yourself
Don't
a
worry,
fucking
Gimli.
vaccine.
You'll
Don't
be
be
up here
unhealthy.
soon, losing your shit too.
Fucking silly shit out here. Anyway.
Meanwhile, Roland, making a bit of a longer trek across the city, but still remaining firmly within Camarilla territory, heading down the road where the Ventry Primogen holds office every night. Very nice road, lined by trees, although at this time of year, of course, they are bare, allowing you a full view of the night sky as you look up in the stars. Of course, you can't help but notice the newest one, Wormwood, bright red, burning away in the night. They say a symbol of Gehenna. They say. You approach the Ventry Primogen's house, and very formally knock 3 times upon the door. It is answered almost immediately by an older gentleman. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. If the Primogen is available, I would like to speak with them.
You have an appointment.
I do not, but I feel that the urgency of my message doesn't need one.
Please come in. First door on the left. Wait for a moment, and I shall announce you. May I ask what it is regarding?
The blood plague.
Ah, see, it is urgent.
Yes.
And he scampers off and leaves you in this very nice library with these lovely, comfortable, like, throw-like chairs out, wall to wall filled with books, both hardback, softback, various eclectic mix ranging from things like Really Under the Fucking Water with Captain Nemo to Where's Bob and everything else in between. Is there anything you'd like to do while you wait?
This. How far away is the door from me of like where he entered into?
Not very far, it's probably about 15 feet away at most, but very thick walls and doors, so you're not able to hear anything, of course.
Okay. Denying that, I
Normal.
would take a seat and do my best to be presentable. Just appear confident and collected.
Resolve and composure, please.
What in composure?
Resolve composure.
Resolve and composure.
Yes, please. Fine. You just, give yourself a little brush down, pull out any little creases that have appeared on your shirt, stand there formally. You haven't been told to sit, so you won't. A few moments later, Ventru Primogen rushes in himself. Good evening, Kindred.
Good evening. I bring urgent news from my coterie and slip of the Nosferatu. He has strong
So
reason to
urgent.
believe.
Oh,
Yes.
so urgent it's going to take over precedence of formalities.
Sorry, forgive me. I bow. I am Roland, child of Leon Eckhart. It's a pleasure to be in your presence. I do have news to
And
share,
I,
if you are willing.
patience, young one, we must observe tradition and etiquette, otherwise what separates us from the gangrel?
Exactly. Forgive me.
I, Valerian, Primogen of the Ventru of the city of Ox, recognize and welcome you as one of my own blood. Now we must prepare the 14-day ritual before we can discuss business. Is true, Ventru.
I would just keep my face pinched. Just kind of standing
You
there
said you
staring at
said
him.
you came bearing news about the blood plague. This is most
I
urgent.
have.
Please tell me what you have.
We have reason to believe that it was measles, right?
Mumps.
Measles vaccine? Mumps, that's right. That the reason mumps vaccine that's spreading worldwide is a contagion for the blood plague. We're not sure where it's coming from, but we ask your assistance in disrupting its distribution until we are able to learn more about it.
You realize, of course, that entire thing is marked for worldwide distribution.
I do. But I know that you are a powerful
And
man and you have reaches that I may not be aware of.
although I am powerful, perhaps one of the most powerful kindred in the city, even something such as this is beyond my purview. It's worldwide, and I don't have much of an interest in medicinal distribution. You'll be hard pressed finding one of our kind that does, to be honest with you.
But if it infects the kind within Oxford, within England, within the rest of the world, it's only a matter of time before the Blood Plague reaches a point where we cannot influence it at all.
Very true. But then what can we also do? What do you suggest we do?
I'm not sure, but from what I understand, propaganda plays a big role. Maybe it's best that we create dissension amongst the kind of whether this vaccine is appropriate for them or not.
How should we go about such a thing? Surely people would embrace medicine. It's common sense to embrace that which is good for you and will prevent you from falling ill. Only a fucking
We've
idiot would refuse it.
we frame it as a conspiracy, some type of mind control, or maybe an unnecessary insertion into the populace. People are paranoid now, and I feel like we can play on that quite easily. Maybe hire a few internet personalities, influencers, as I believe that they're called, to say the same thing, and in a matter of days, people won't believe whether it's worth taking or not.
We might be able to initiate such a campaign. We'd make a dent, perhaps prevent a small amount.
The rest of
But
the
us on
coterie
our
is
own, we couldn't prevent worldwide distribution.
no, but any effort made would be fruitful. The rest of the coterie is currently meeting with others of influence who could do similar
You
contributions.
say it would be fruitful. We simply can't coordinate the entire world. It's not within our nature,
No, but we
even if
can
we
protect
wanted
ourselves
to.
here.
But what difference would it make? If we but one city held out, but still the rest of the world. Would it not be a more viable alternative to just sleep? Keep this information to just a few select others, and then we could sleep for 100 years, 200 years, and we'd be the only kindred left, and then we could rule the entire world.
And what if we awaken to a world that has no humankind left? No viable way of feeding?
Then there are always animals. There's always our kind out there. We'd
Yes.
survive.
A few of us may. A few.
That's all
Is
we
that-
need. A few
is that what
strong
we need?
elites, and then we choose to carry on our lineage and who with.
Are you proposing a culling of sorts?
No. No, I am merely saying we take advantage of a situation, protect ourselves and those we see as important, and then we take over. Perfect opportunity, a bloodless coup. Our hands remain completely clean.
I'm loyal to Clan Ventru, but I do feel that there are many risks involved with that plan, whereas a small effort from each of us now could potentially prevent the entire atrocity from occurring at all. Things can continue as they are. But if that is what you wish, then I am not one to speak against you.
It is certainly something I can bring to the Primogen Council. It's certainly going to be more well received than trying to prevent a worldwide distribution of an entire vaccine. Have you at least figured out where this vaccine is being made? That we might perhaps poison the well?
We have not yet. We felt that the news was to be spread before, but we can focus our efforts there, or at least I will, in assisting them.
And what evidence have you that what you say is? What can I present to the prince and the rest of the council?
From what I understand, that there is a symptom associated with narcolepsy, right? Narcolepsy. Maybe. Oh, not narcolepsy. Is that all it's okay?
No, narcolepsy was the mushrooms.
Oh, the mushrooms. Sorry. I would say I do not have much, and I will continue to investigate this. I trust Slip, and he has been investigating this, and my errands have pulled me here and there. But if he believes it is a concern, I do as well.
Would Slip be willing to testify this in front of the prince directly?
I believe he would be, yes.
That is
Sorry if I just
something.
volunteered.
That is something, but you ask a lot, and you put a lot of responsibility and trust on the entire weight of one kindred's word, an Nosferatu at that.
I have worked with him for some time, and despite his clan, I do believe he is an honorable, honest man.
Oh, I'm sure you do. That's what Clan Nosferatu do. They make you think that underneath that gargoyle-like features, there's a heart of gold beating away. But make no mistake, they're parasites just like everybody else.
I believe he is the exception and not the rule.
I'm sure. Although it is not me he has to convince, it is the prince.
Excellent. Could you arrange this meeting for him?
I can ask. The prince is busy. Incredibly busy.
I'm
No
sure.
one knows what with. But then, why would we? That's why we're not prince. We're
Yes.
the primogen formerly known as prince.
Then I will continue gathering more information, aiding in our case against the prince, and please inform me if an audience can be arranged. I
Of course.
appreciate you
I
giving me your
shall
time.
pass this up and along the ladder. Don't expect mountains to be moved over frighteningly little. Kindred are ancient. The prince more so. It takes a lot to move that.
Then I shall be patient. Thank you for your time, and I'll bow and dismiss myself.
Good evening. And at this point, before we get to Elysium, before we get to wherever Slip was going, we'll be right back after a quick break. Once I turn around and say to Slip during the break, where are you going during the game? And we'll be right back. Right. Various shapes and sizes. Of course, it's all irrelevant and merely gusto for people to show off. Pandora, of course, in her usual booth, scarlet lit, overlooking everything, a shark in her own water. And deep away in the shadows, plenty of room, sat at his own table, is Lorvan, Seneschal, The somber primitive. What do the three of you do?
Can I ask
Akron.
one question real quick? As
Yeah,
we're
go ahead.
entering,
Including that
I'm
one.
curious.
Or excluding?
Stop.
No.
Because that's two. If you're
So,
including.
the doorman used to be Nosferatu. I'm the only one left. Who's the doorman now?
Very, very intimidating. You're not quite sure if he's Nagaraja, Bambi, or La Sombra.
Okay,
But
all
even you
right.
look at him and you're like, no, I think I'll give you any weapons I have.
Yeah, this is a good choice. Good choice, guys. Good choice. Yeah, that was my only question. Just for my continuity. Doorman's gone. Who is it now?
Yeah.
Who do we yell at
Akron.
when we inevitably get attacked again?
Right.
A living brick
so-
wall.
Beautiful. Akron would have changed before we came to Elysium. She is currently wearing a entirely black lace dress, and walks into Elysium. She is looking for Lorvan. Where's the man? And when she sees him, she will simply give a nod to the members of her coterie that are here, and she will go to him.
You walk over and he is reading fucking Deep Adventures Under the Water with Captain Nemo. And you hover around his table for a little bit, and you know what he's doing. He's deliberately taking his time. You're going to work on his time. And he
Course.
slowly closes the book, places it deliberately on his table, just shove it away from him. Just those extra few seconds that makes him feel like a big man, even though he's very small.
Akron waits for that moment, and then will come over with a very, charming smile and greet them politely. Shenisal, it's lovely to see you this evening.
He looks up at you. Good evening. Akron.
I'm glad you recognized me.
Fan of the dragon.
That's right.
Oh, you've done something with the... After so many years, they all look the same to me. I tend to
understand.
not look at the physical.
Good.
Your aura. Shame.
I don't think it'll change for some time. May I sit with you for a
No.
moment?
Please.
And
He's
sit
actually,
down.
he's got a smile on his face. It's not a warm smile. It would be the kind of smile you would expect from a fucking vulture before it pecks your eyes out, kind of thing. But he's playing along with this. He wants to see where this goes. He's not as averse to you as he is to other kindred. You are Zamitsi, after all. You're something of kindred in art. Both of you outcasts in your own way, almost refugees. About.
Yeah, the way that Acheron speaks to him and the energy that Acheron has is one that mirrors that like we are sort of brothers in arms type of thing, and having both had betrayed the Sabbat to be where we're at, but more so in the understanding that like there's overwhelming respect coming from Acheron, because to leave the Sabbat is not something most people can do and come out alive. So it is like a recognize of power, right? Like you to be a La Sombra, you don't, when you are a fledgling La Sombra, you don't get to call yourself La Sombra till you earn it, right? So like, given like the hospitality thing and tradition thing that Samitsi have, that is the energy that's being given here of like, I see your power, I respect your power, and I sit with him as equal, with the same knowledge of like Samitsi, we hold our own, and to be wherever we're at is to have done so, to have earned that place. So I sit with him, and I say, I've brought you some news, and I'd like to get your thoughts on the matter, if you wouldn't mind having a short conversation with me.
Drink?
I'd love one.
Very well. You've probably never seen this before, because I think the only times you've been to Elysium, it's always been to see Pandora, but he stands up and he actually goes over to the bar and orders 2 drinks. They appear in clean, crystal whiskey tumblers. He places yours in front of you, not in a harsh manner, not dropping it, but, not exactly a polite manner, just merely matter-of-factly, here is your drink. Sits himself down, holds his elbow on table, and clink of the glass.
Yeah.
And slowly sips as he
And
talks.
she will take a sip first, and then we'll say to him, I assume that you have heard the news of this vaccine for the mumps or measles of some disease that the kine are doling out or plan to.
Yes, betting ill to make them squeeze out a few more years of life upon this planet. What of it?
Well, you know that the prince has asked our coterie to look into the matters of the blood plague. There seems to be a connection that has revealed itself. Yes.
Intriguing.
Upon our research, I've discovered, or rather, the coterie has discovered that, well, it's serving as a vessel for this blood plague. They intend to infect the kine in which we consume in order to remove us.
In a vaccine, you say?
Yes. Worldwide, a global vaccine that they will traipse about as medicine when really it's a deadly poison, only the kine are not their target.
How can you prove this?
So, I'm trying to think if Acheron would have something still, like, not necessarily paperwork, but have something like that still on their person from the times they've gone to these places and discovered these things. Like a receipt or
I'd be
something of
surprised if
that
Acheron
nature.
didn't. Acheron isn't
Yeah.
a fucking magpie.
Yeah, it's a kleptomaniac for sure, in a
Yeah.
hoarder. Yeah, so I will, she turns her body so it's not facing outward towards, like, the opening of what is Elysium and more towards him. And her stomach starts to unpeel. Her like, lower abdomen here starts to unpeel, and she reaches in and pulls out some of these things that are tucked away in like, plastic, Ziploc bag type of situation. She begins to pull out these clean sheets of whatever paper and evidence and things she has, and she presents them to him. This is, I would say, sort of like receipts in a way of, like, various components that would be evidence for this.
You've got a lot of very compelling but ultimately circumstantial evidence that it is extremely compelling, but it's not something that's it's not gonna secure the conviction kind of thing.
Right.
But it's
so
very convincing. And
she
he'll be looking
presents
through this,
this.
looking over it, nodding.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and as he's
Yeah,
looking through, she will say to him, we are continuing this research, of course. My coterie leader is currently, well, he's about to go speak to Pandora, I believe, to also share this message. Between the actual movements of the kind, this information here that we've gathered, and other things, of course, that we've heard on the wind, I would much rather us be safe than sorry. To be aware of the movements is... well, it's only part of the chess game, is it not?
True. However, this vaccine, if deployed, is extremely problematic. We must move carefully. Something too sudden, something too rash is only going to draw attention. Although it is, of course, easy to merely destroy the facilities, it wouldn't solve anything. They would simply build, remanufacture, and we'd have bought time where we start again. We need a final, actual way to stop this from happening. But worldwide, where we run into a problem. Coordination between our kind in the city alone is frightful, shall we say. Anarchs as well added into the mix. Rumors of the Sabbath returning in small cells. And goodness only knows what else is out there.
You are not
I'm open
wrong.
to suggestion.
Perhaps it's best then to attack infrastructure. Make it more difficult to acquire the items necessary to make the vaccine in the first place. It is, again, something that only stalls the making of this vaccine, but it's enough to get us something more concrete. Keeps us
I fear
alive.
the Venture may object.
No, of course they will. The Venture will be seeking out a way to rule. We can't have that now, can we?
But if we make if we make the vaccine expensive, only the rich will take it. You know how the Venture have such a tooth for the rich.
Yes, their preferences are legendary. Well,
They're a pain in the urethra is what they are.
that is the kindest way to put it, I think. However,
A Venture that needs to feed on the wealthy, a Venture that can only feed on brunettes. It's no fitting for a king to be so picky.
well, you know, if they could see the logic in that, they would be king, wouldn't they? Alas, they're not.
It makes for an intriguing postulate, doesn't it? Ones that are meant to rule have such an interesting weak. One might be tempted to believe the words of the believer.
Alas, we are not believers. So, I propose this. Perhaps you get the word out to others that you know would consider the information and have the connection to do something about it. We are spreading word in our own way, trying to create some sort of unity. You were there that night, you heard Slip's speech. If we are to survive, we do need to come together.
We do. Are we capable? Do we
I think
care
some of us are.
about those that are not capable?
No, they'll weed themselves out. The rest of us will survive, won't we?
I must admit my communication network in the Camarilla is not what it once was. The Sombra are not trusted fully. But as I like to say at Primogen Council meetings, at least we're not Tremere.
There's that. There's always that. However, you know, your connections within Camarilla may not be what it once was. But that doesn't mean that you are without connections.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
What I am saying is that I think you are wise enough to make sure that you always survive.
That is a given.
So
After
then,
all, the Sombra and Seneschal in the Camarilla. You won't find many of us.
You have earned your title and your place, something that I respect immensely. Hence why I'm coming to you with this information, and not anyone else.
There are no others like in the Camarilla or the Anna.
Mm.
I take your words seriously. I know you wouldn't come to me if you had half a feeling or half an inkling. I can move things along. I can see what I can do. Can't make promises, nor will I make promises. But I know it is in our best interest, and if people wish to survive, they will follow the advice or they will die.
That's all that I ask.
That is all that shall happen.
One other thing. You are, you have been alive far longer than I. Therefore have more wisdom on certain aspects of our history. I've run into a
Yes.
little issue. You see, my leader recently discovered something. Some bit of stone, some relic, something clearly important, because he won't let me near it. Won't tell me about it. But it's incredibly important. Incredibly important to our kind specifically. Does that ring a bell at all?
What separates this from a Nosferatu's normal compulsion to hide their own socks as if it were a secret?
You know, of all the Nosferatu, Slip, the priorities are different. It's not the same. He's not doing things for his clan. I mean, he is the only one left.
I forget that. Do
And
you think it's related to... Carry on. Sorry.
it's all right. And I think what makes it most intriguing, really, there's very little that Slip keeps to himself. It makes this moment stand out. He really believes not only in the survival of himself or this coterie, but kindred, specifically the Camarilla. In the survival of the Camarilla, you heard him that night. So any information that can aid in that endeavor, he freely gives, but this he will not share. Vital it is to him. But he's hidden it
Most
away
intriguing.
somewhere that apparently even I can't get to.
Do you think it related to his clan? Some artifact
No.
or some way to bring them back?
No, he's not so precious about such things. Didn't even bat an eye when he heard about the blood hunt put upon his clan.
Intriguing. You think dangerous?
It must be. Otherwise, why risk it? There's one thing I can count on. Go on.
You think he puts others at risk than himself?
You know, at first I believed him capable of it when I first met him. I don't take people at their face value, at the words that come out of their mouth. It's the actions that matter. His actions say he is not willing to risk anything.
This is very interesting. I will have to have a feel around.
Let me
If
know
you hear anything,
what you discover.
of course. And likewise, if you hear more, let me know.
Right then.
I thank you
You
for
ask
your
around.
information.
Oh, of course. Of course. After that party, I saw our discussion. I saw, well, genius in the matter. Someone who is like-minded. There are very few here that I can say that about.
Camarilla breeds softer folk than we're used to.
Lacency.
One can only hope that soon the blood thickens a bit.
Thank you for your time, Shanasal.
And thank you for your information. And good evening.
I will get up and make my way over to wherever the rest of the group is.
And just for reference, you will see that the Seneschal himself, he waits a little bit for you to leave, but not much longer. And he gets up and he goes. And you'll notice that even though he's walked away in his usual completely calm, powerful stride, wouldn't think anything fazed him until you looked over at the table where you were just speaking and see he left the book.
When he's out of Elysium, when he leaves Elysium, I snatch that fucking book. I take the book.
Yeah,
And I keep it.
And it, yeah, that's cool.
For me.
Just reference it's, it's perfectly
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
book.
yeah,
He
yeah.
hasn't even written
Oh
in
no,
the
this is
letter.
yeah.
I'm
This is purely Acheron being Acheron, taking something that
I
was
thought you were
someone else's.
magpieing it, but just so
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
on the same page, because it's a book.
Yes.
But
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, I'll snatch it up and then we'll meet with the group.
Yeah. Flip. Hatfield. Perhaps
Yes.
Barry. Perhaps Roland. Would you like to meet up with Acheron before you proceed forwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I see
Yes.
Barry and Roland walk in, I'll just kind of like lift a hand of like, I'm here. I'm safe.
Is it your hand or someone else?
You'll never know.
That's a fair answer.
Yeah. Barry will wave with the hand he's holding, and he will go and sit down with Acheron. Like, well,
I'll go and sit.
yeah. How'd your conversation go?
Oh, I think it went quite well. The Shanasal left his post.
Oh,
trust him.
good.
Yeah?
So you've got good news. How about you, Roland?
Oh! Ooh. That bad, huh?
If I'm being honest, mine didn't quite go as expected.
You
I'd,
too.
like, lean a little bit closer and like quiet my voice a bit, but be like, my permission. It might be best if I speak when everyone's here, but it was not the reaction I was expecting.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, I didn't get the reaction I was expecting either. Grandma told me I'm a stupid boy and why am I asking her? And I said, well,
Jesus. All right.
well, it's because you're old and wise. And then she got mad at me for calling her old.
Maybe not the best choice of words.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I
right.
did. I think I did convince Grandma to put up some signs that say vaccines are evil.
Barry.
Yeah.
On the restaurant. On the shop.
Yeah.
Suggested.
So like at least our patrons will know that the vaccines are bad for them.
Hey, DM, what do I know about the laws in England about doing shit like that? Will you lose your restaurant for putting up that kind of stuff? No?
Sadly
All right
not.
then, so I guess
No,
we're all right.
That counts perfectly fine as free speech.
All right. All right, so it wasn't the best. It wasn't great. But thankfully she's not the only Hakata in the city. Hakatas do have a place, if I'm not correct, right? Where they all sort of
I mean, I suppose, but the only, I mostly just talk to Grandma.
Okay, we're going to take a trip to the Hakata's club at a later date. That's what we'll do together, so it's not just you.
Without Grandma?
Grandma apparently cannot be of use to us, so we're gonna have to leave her out of
I
this
think
one.
you'll
But I
be
think
okay without him.
I'll have to
Yeah.
go to, what's the club
Agreed.
called? Club like 80s or 46 or something like
Club
that?
30s.
I'll have to go to Club 30s by myself. This is like the first time. My grandma's familiar with the era, you know?
no. All right, Barry. First off, it's called Club 30s. It's not the 30s. We're not, we're not walking there and dealing with.
It's 30s themed.
All right, well then I'll get you some clothes. That's not an issue, and you won't be alone. We'll go together. We'll go as a coterie. We'll go
All
with
right.
you, so you're not alone. Yeah.
Okay, you can introduce me.
Right, me, the Samiti, introducing you to your family. Great.
Okay,
right on it.
I'll do the introductions. Don't.
Okay, thank you so much. That's the
Don't
least
twist
you could
my
do.
arm.
Listen, if I twisted your arm, you'd know. All right. We will deal with the Hakata later. Roland. When you say it didn't go well, how bad did it go, specifically?
Frankly, he's ready to just let the blood plague do its course. He proposes that anyone who's smart enters a prolonged torpor and waits it out.
Well, I can't expect the
but
venture to act any different.
there is one plus. He was able to
Oh.
listen to me enough to where potentially, maybe, he will arrange an audience with the prince and Slip can make a case.
There's an expression on Acheron's face, right? Where it's like they're not at all angry or disappointed in you, right? They're like, I'm sure Roland said everything that we talked about, and it's very like fucking venture, you know what I mean?
Feeling it's the I'm disappointed in the intern face.
Exactly.
It's not directed toward Roland at all, but truly of like, why did I think that Adventure would at all listen to reason? That was stupid. That was dumb of me. That's on me, you know? That's on me. I'm a fool. So impending death apparently isn't enough to change Adventure's mind. Right. Acheron says, well, I guess that is something. Hopefully he doesn't sit on that for too long because he thinks he can wait out a plague.
Yeah,
Thinks it,
that's kind of what I was thinking
thinks-
too.
Right. Okay, well. What did he... You look a bit, I don't know, well, not shaken, but you look a little different than normal. Are you all right? Was your conversation?
Yeah, I'm all right. It just was strange because I genuinely feel like if they just put in a little bit of effort, there's a lot of them, and if they just tried a little bit, something could happen. And it's just a strange response to where a couple of phone calls is met with let us just go to sleep for 100 years and hope everything turns out for the best. It kind of shakes your confidence a little bit.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking, to be honest with you. But that's okay.
We are all
There
at the
are-
same table now at this point, right?
I assume
I lost track
so.
of myself in this scene for a moment.
Yeah, no, I assumed you were all on the same table.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
I'm not with Pandora.
Oh,
If you want to be at this particular
Yeah.
moment, you can be with Pandora, or you can all be at the table before you speak with Pandora, or this could be during the talk with Pandora.
I don't know why I would have waited.
Okay.
All right then. But if anything, Hatfield, if you wanted to be at the table, you're at the table.
I mean, I said I was shadowing Slip, so
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
well,
assisting him in the talk with Pandora, and then I'll come back and be making faces at Roland's proclamation.
Well, in that
Yeah.
case, because if you want to have a chat with Slip and Hatfield, and they're literally just walking back from talking with Pandora. Meanwhile, 10 minutes in the past, being
Yes.
the Horrors logo, you
Yes.
approach Pandora in her booth. She rises as she sees you approach, gives you a small nod, gestures silently to the chair either side of her. You know what to do.
Could you repeat yourself, Shiv?
You go see Pandora, and she's like, "Fucking sit down."
Just the very last bit. The very last bit, what she said. Like my headphones did a little.
Oh, she's literally just silently gesturing to
Okay.
seat one side of her for you.
All right. I like the second half of the last sentence got by my headphones. Slip nods and slides into the booth. Good evening, Pandora.
And she'll turn to Hatfield, on the other side. She'll be like, turn herself, rest against Hatfield, using Hatfield as literally a fucking steel post, and then sit back very casually as she listens to you.
You look very comfortable. How are things? Are things well? Are you okay?
Bored.
Bored? Oh, interesting. That's a hot take given what happened at the party.
Oh, you're living in the park. How boring.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you're bored.
Exciting night, but it's been boring since.
Oh, well, I've got some news that might spice up your life.
Oh, this wonderful. Would you care for a drink?
I would, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Should it? I literally can't do it because my neck is an absolute disaster area. But
Sure.
do the thing where she sort of rolls her head back a little bit in the socket, looks up at Hatfield, like, and you?
I'll pass.
Okay.
I just
Just
suddenly
look over
realized
at
I
the
still
barman.
totally smell like kerosene.
And she'll look over at the barman and she'll just be like, two. As per usual, he stops what he's doing, pours 2 thick glasses, vitae, crystal chalices, brings them over and places them in front of you. You may slake 1 hunger, but do not go below 1.
I'm at 1. He's just indulging tonight because he's got to do something because he's tweaking super hard right now.
He's vibrating in his fucking seat.
All right, so here's the skinny. You're not gonna believe this shit. The mumps vaccine. Are you aware of this? The worldwide rollout of the mumps vaccine for the kine.
The what?
The mumps vaccine. You know what a vaccine is, right?
The kind are rolling out a vaccine. It's not really medicine. It's the plague.
What is it?
So a vaccine is where you inoculate yourself with a weakened version of an illness so that your body can fight it off, so that your body, it's kind shit. It's an ounce
The
of
modern
prevention.
version of invariolation.
Yeah.
You inject yourself with a smaller version of a disease to make yourself immune to the disease?
Been
Yes.
around for hundreds of years.
Do you get anything off of it?
Yeah, no, you don't get anything. That's the cool part. You don't get sick now. I mean, you might get a little sick at first because you still got the little bit. But the
I'm
idea is you either
inventing
don't get
drugs
sick.
that make you not feel pain.
It makes
Right.
you not die of
Hide
smallpox.
Yeah, you either don't get sick or the sickness is not as bad. Point is,
Aside-
it's shit people do, humans. Only this time, it's like a Trojan horse. They're actually going to be doping up on the plague on a global scale. The plague. Globally.
What, around the world?
The whole
Uh-huh.
world. From sea to shining sea, we're fucked.
I see. How provable is this?
Well, I am not inclined to
Who is
bore
Gemma
you.
C? At
Yes.
this point, how provable is frickin' anything we're dealing with?
I am not particularly inclined to bore you or divulge to you Nosferatu practices, information networks, and all that. All you need to know is that I have taken my job very seriously from the start. I am bound to you. I have no reason or desire to lie to you. The prince
Does not mean you
trusts
have to
me with
convince.
this.
We're talking about a worldwide rollout that needs to be stopped.
Or something.
This needs to go all the way to the inner council. And the inner council are going to receive a report. Who knows how old the inner council are? Who knows what kind of things they deal with? And then suddenly they get a report that a single Nosferatu, something worth as much as me, which is to say, nothing to such people, has said there is a disease in a vaccine.
Hey, yo, Slip, where was that
With the last one we went to? With the
Yeah,
the
you know, the
pit?
last one where they were doing the thing. Because anybody who needs more proof is welcome to go look in there.
Oh yeah, we can literally hand take in a council. I'll give just a car a guided tour.
Of course, you know, the red mist might prove a bit of an issue. But anybody who wants more details is welcome to look into it.
Oh yeah, the Second Inquisition is heavily entrenched, and they're about to pop off on some silly shit. That could, it's bad. I'm willing to talk to whomsoever, whenever, right now tonight.
Don't forget the Fawn Markavian that they have on lock right now.
Oh,
Might
they're not
be
there anymore.
important. Oh, never mind.
They got
I lied.
melted.
Yeah, those motherfuckers dead, dog.
It's
they had fucking, they were trading socks right up until they weren't.
Right. You got it.
So,
Of course, checking it out sooner rather than later. You know, you might live. If they don't get you with the sun grenades. At the very least, all the ghouls probably got melted too. But,
look at it this way. You're the inner council. You've been around thousands of years. You're paranoid. Your job is to keep you hidden, safe. Suddenly there is a Nosferatu saying that the entire world is going to be diseased towards us and we need to stop it. The problem therein lies of proof. You say go to a place that is filled with red mist. The inner council aren't going to go there. The inner council aren't going to go running around. You are supposed to bring definitive facts to the council. That is how you get their attention. And now, I am not doubting you. You wouldn't dare stride into my Elysium. Sit there and tell me these facts we're all possibly going to die around the world. and then lie about it. So,
If the
what we need
prince's
is a
task
solution.
force towards investigating the plague don't got clout, what will they believe?
I mean, we got in and out of that place successfully. A hand, even a finger, an agent, a disposable but powerful agent of the Inner Council, were they to investigate, would be able to do more than that. Easily clear the place out, fully gut the place. It's all right there.
You fail to see it from the Inner Council's point of view. You are asking the Inner Council to prove what you are saying is true.
Well, if we can't go to the Inner Council, we'll have to settle with what we've got.
We can
One
certainly
way or
convince
the
at least
other.
the Prince.
Inner
Yes.
council or not, what we need is to make sure as many people don't get this jab as physically possible. Because if they get it, kindred start melting. If all that means is we gotta leverage what we got, gotta leverage whatever ghouls, whatever influence to make those people, the human people, the kind, not get the shot. For right now, if that's all the damage control we can do, that's what we're doing.
And frankly speaking, the last vaccine scare came out of the UK. And if there's any group of kindred I know for a fact can convince people of some silly nonsense, it would be the Toreador.
At this point, proof aside, you know we're legit. We need you and your people to help us spread these rumors, because otherwise, everybody's gonna die.
I can certainly spread this word around. I can encourage it to go to different cities across the country. Perhaps it may even find its way across the seas into the continent and beyond. For whatever that's worth to you, that I can do for you. For us.
If we can,
For
well,
ourselves.
if you can buy us a single holdout or a number of holdouts, or even slow it down, because that's the thing. If we're going to stop this, we don't need to necessarily dismantle the entire Inquisition. We have to attack the credibility of the source. We have to remove their assets, their resources, their support network. They're just humans. Humans cannot exist in a vacuum. They need shit. If we take their shit, they'll offer themselves.
Consider what we're asking for here a preventative measure.
Yeah, we're asking for a slander campaign. And if the Toreador can't talk shit, who can?
We may be able to delay when it comes to rollout. We may be able to keep the city safe, even temporarily or on a night-by-night basis. But a permanent solution must be found.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
This is just until I can figure something out, or one of us can figure something out to rectify the situation. I'm going to go and find out where they're producing their things, where it's coming from, because frankly speaking, if we could just... Here's the thing. I would prefer at this point to poison the inoculation. Because if a bunch of people get the jab and then just fucking die outright, that's that.
That's propaganda.
If everyone from the first batch fucking dies, doesn't matter what they're infected with, they're a corpse. And then that mumps rollout, that shit's pushed back a long way. And I can make that happen. But if we die in process, we warned you, you've already taken steps preventatively, go to sleep.
I may be able to approach, not personally, of course, the Inner Council to have things looked into. You say this is a Second Inquisition plot. They no doubt have people inside of the Second Inquisition that may be able to find something.
If
Sure.
nothing
If
else,
it's not Second
getting
Inquisition,
this crap on the radar will help us in the long run.
yes, because my plan overall, not to save human lives. I really don't care about that in the least. It's to prevent it from affecting us. And we're not going to be able to take apart the Inquisition. If it was possible for Kindred to do that as simply as just saying it, it would have been done already. But if we can taint the batch, make sure people get horribly sick, die from it, that's all we need to do. That's it.
We can easily stage a few of them as well.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, exactly. If we, as a city, pool our resources, not only will we prevent this, we'll derail it before it even gets going, at the cost of, what, a couple thousand lives, maybe more, don't care, not interested. But the city of Oxford will be the city where that happened.
At this point, it's a stopgap solution to buy us more time to find the real solution, because one way or the other, the vaccine is coming. And we're going to start melting.
And if the inner council do have people on the inside of the SI, they may be able to find the source that they're bringing this from and corrupt it themselves.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. And you are the one who, your agent, your loyal vassal, brought the information to you.
Slip! I think you're being honest, so I want you to do persuasion and charisma, please.
Well. Can I convince you to let me use my status in place of...
Oh, yes, you absolutely can.
Oh, fuck yes. All right, great. I'm surging the blood. I'm fucking blood surging my blood.
Look, is there any way I can help with this?
Oh, fuck me, brother. All
Yeah,
right, well...
yeah. Get a +1 from Hatfield. Hatfield has some
Oh,
input on that,
shit,
yeah.
brother. All right, well, here we go. Oh my god, so I'm blood surging. That's
Let's go,
+2.
boys.
Status is +2. Help is plus. This is +5. Oh, please.
Okay.
Please.
Deep breath. How's it looking?
Okay, so here's the skinny. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't even... If I reroll both those zeros... Hold on. If I reroll both those zeros, I still tie. And as the aggressor, it goes to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to reroll the 2 black zeros. No, you're not here. Let me cook. Trust me. Jesus is not behind the wheel. You leave him alone. He did not know what cars were. He's scared every time y'all let him do that. Slips behind the wheel. Okay? I'm going to reroll both black zeros and the 1. Okay?
What?
Okay, it's a 5. It's not messy crit. It's just a 5. Okay.
I shall bring
Let me cook.
your word and have it go straight to the inner council for you. At least as best as I can.
Certainly.
And it shall be your name that is known to do this.
Please.
Very well. Anything else?
I just need to know. I'll just slide a little closer. This shit's spicy enough for you, babe.
There is an in-character chuckle from Hatfield.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you...
Don't worry about it. I'll see you later. I'm gonna get back to work. Slide from the booth.
Thank you for your time.
And you. Be safe, Hatfield.
You too.
Whoop, 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 scuttle with the group.
Yep.
Hey, she was bored. I bet she's not now, dog. That's all I'm saying.
We'll be thinking
You'll
about
be
that
able
later,
to,
you know what I'm saying?
Leave a very confused looking Pandora. Like, are you
Was
having
it
ketchup?
spicy enough? Was it spicy
And,
enough? I don't know.
It gets worse. It
And
gets
head
worse.
over to the rest of the coterie and meet up
Yep.
with Acheron, Barry.
Looking rizzed out of my mind.
Finger guns from Hatfield as we approach.
The look on Acheron's face is like torment. It's just
So then I guess
It is what it is like it's truly I fucking hate K-Nights, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, and I think it's at this moment when those two join us that Barry asks Akron how it went, asked
Yep.
Roland how it went, told his story about Grandma and the Hakata stuff. Yeah. Okay, we're caught up.
Yeah. Right. And I'm currently actively speaking to Roland about, how did it go? That whole thing, realizing that the Venture Primogen is a fucking twat. Like,
Yeah,
it's
excuse me,
just
Valerian said what?
Yes, apparently he can't be bothered.
No, that's
Said
pretty.
he'd
That's
get
some
us a
coward
meeting
shit.
with the inner council. Yes, but he said he'd get us a meeting with the prince. Apparently he's
Maybe.
that close.
Maybe. Well, that's all right, because the Harpy's about to name drop me to the inner council, so fuck him.
Yeah.
There
Right.
we go.
Yeah, you could say our little chat went
Even
well.
better. Good. I'm glad someone's did. I mean, Acheron's did, from what it sounds like.
Oh yes, the Chanasal was very
Hey.
interested in what we
Fitty
talked
fitty ain't
about.
bad.
Yes, he was very interested in what we were talking about, and decided he was going to take our words seriously and see what he could do. Also, I spoke to him about that super special item.
I told you I will
He's
not
going
be
to
telling
look.
you anything about that. How dare
I
you?
know.
How dare you go behind
Well,
my back?
I told you that
That's
I would, so
crazy.
it's not necessarily
That's
behind your
crazy.
back.
Okay,
And
no matter
Barry, so
who
long
you
story
snitch to,
short, what I'm
not
hearing is your
telling you.
grandma needs friends.
Shit, that's... Leave Grandma
I
be
don't
alone.
think that's. Well,
She
I
would
don't
just
really
eat him.
think that's
Let's
the case.
She'd just eat him, dog.
I
Let's
don't
be
think.
honest.
Listen, I don't think that she needs friends. I think she just, is an older woman who doesn't give a shit. And that's okay. She's
Yeah.
earned that for many years. But apparently she's also going to spread the word to her family over in Scotland. So,
I mean, that's something.
Oh. All right.
am I the only one who remembered to share about the super secret item? That Sid
Okay, it would have
won't
been
tell me
kind of
anything
weird if
about?
we did.
I
I
look
think-
at Roland and Barry like,
Yeah. I completely blanked, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
I mean,
It's all right. Well, it sounds like you got whiplash from some fucking shyster shit from your primogen, so it happens.
Fair enough. Still could have slipped in
I,
there, but I appreciate the sympathy, I guess.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
fine. This is a
when
slow
you're
burn
talking to
kind of
that guy one on one, I get you, Roland. I've been there.
thing. Yeah, it's a slow burn
oh, I
thing.
talked to
There's
him
no
one
rush
on
on
one.
this.
Thank you.
I talked to him one on one and I tripped him. It was delightful.
When you talk to him one on one and you're in a position where you gotta play the respect game.
So here's the plan moving forward. Because we got who we got, we didn't get who we didn't get. Feel the suck, but, again, 50-50 is not bad.
I don't know. I bet the right word in the right place. Let's say book club. We could probably make some
Oh,
progress
yeah, I'm
in
gonna-
other
oh.
directions.
Oh, I'm going to talk mad shit next time we're at book club. Don't worry about that.
I might just
Will we
join
see
you.
him?
Oh,
We
by all
see him.
means.
What
Just,
what book and chapter are you guys on? I'll start reading.
Whoa, that's club only. We'll get you in. If you get in, you get a free copy of the book and a bunch of Kool-Aid, but not yet. It's secret, It's a secret club. We're gonna get you in. We're gonna get you in. We're gonna get you in. Don't worry. All right. Hey, look at me. Trust me.
I didn't think you guys could drink Kool-Aid.
Hey, Barry, listen.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
got
right
me
now.
there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Barry,
blood.
you know how the neighbor downstairs doesn't literally live downstairs, and how
Yeah.
when I talk about the big guy upstairs, there's not actually anybody upstairs.
Yeah.
Book club is kind of like that.
So it's not a club or it's not a book. I got it. There's no books at book club. It's just a
It's
club.
one of them. It's one of the. It's one of those things where I'm saying one thing and I'm meaning something that's a little bit to the left, just in case people are listening who shouldn't be.
Gotcha. Yeah. The Bean family has catered mini club events.
That's what I was thinking. I was literally just thinking that. This guy could be our caterer. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know what?
Hey, Slip, maybe take it down a couple notches. I know you're fucking vibrating at your seat, but you're practically yelling.
Do
No.
we ever do anything else here?
Nobody tells me what to do but me and Pandora.
Yeah, that's the energy!
All right, so here's the plan. Here's the plan.
Oil puppy.
Get off this channel.
Fucking done. What do you mean you only fucking listen to? Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Angry skull emojis instantly being sent. What the fuck did you just say?
All right. Here is
Somewhere out on the continent. Did Slip just?
I sense a disturbance in the force.
All right. Here is
Yeah.
the
She
plan.
begins the ritual of calling on the spirits in anger.
She has my number. She just texted me. But,
Spookier if she
okay,
sends ghosts your
so-
way.
the plan
Yes.
currently is at least Pandora, and it sounds like Little Sombra are going to be doing preemptive damage control, just in case. They're going to be setting the stage. Because here's the thing.
Yes.
My plan is we make it not rumors.
Yeah, I don't like it, but
What?
Between myself doing research, my contacts doing research, and members of the inner council, agents and things like that, if we can find the location where they're cooking it,
I mean,
we
the
can-
way to get people real scared about adverse effects is to introduce some adverse effects.
we taint the rollout. The first
ain't
batch
great,
that goes up. I'm
but if
talking
it prevents
everybody.
further harm,
Yeah, I'm talking everybody's fucking dead.
or at least having some of them real
not the
uncomfortable
worst
side
idea.
effects that get people like real worked up.
Because then if they inject them, not only
So-
does it not matter if the plague's in that shit, because everyone's dead, but all that shit people were saying is true. No one's going to get the jab after that. Nobody. We take away their credibility.
So,
We take away
you are...
everything they worked for.
Yes. So, you're asking for a poison. Yes?
That will work in a vaccine. Yes. I don't think anything plant-based will work. Because those kinds of toxins break down over time. I'm thinking more of a chemical. Do you have any expertise with chemical poisons?
Chemicals come from plants.
I mean, yeah, true.
Yes.
True. Yeah, yes, I would eat a poison
So-
that could survive
So in a way, yeah.
processing, packaging, mixture with other
Mhm.
chemicals.
Yes, that can be done. Between your context and the things that I have, perhaps we can work something up. We do still have the lab at the house.
Yeah,
I
we've
mean-
got some human test subjects as well.
Even, there's also the thing of, like, even if we don't end up with, like, a tailor-made poison, I know a lot about, like, biology and medicine and stuff, but I do know that a lot of stuff is not supposed to go in the human veins, and if you put something in the human veins that ain't supposed to go, they're gonna get sick.
Yeah.
We
I
don't
was
gotta
gonna
get real
fucking-
fancy. You can
I was
just drop some
thinking, like-
gumballs in the mix, and, like, it would screw people up.
What about air?
Hey,
That could screw people up.
an air bubble would bust a vein. It would be the worst, really.
Yeah, well, there's
But
already-
you know,
there's
you
already-
could put bleach in it.
Well, so that's the thing.
It's a
There's
chemical.
already types of mercury in vaccines. If we
Mhm.
switch the type of
Mhm.
mercury, all of a sudden
Mhm.
everyone's fucking dead or nuts.
Or heck,
Hmm.
temperature controls, contaminate. Like, there's plenty of things that we could have go wrong. All we just need something to go wrong enough that this thing don't get worldwide release.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what we need is this. What we need is information on where they are making this, at least the one here in Oxford. And then, perhaps there's a wayward human that can be convinced to do a little fudging with what they're doing.
Exactly. Because if they're starting the rollout in UK, United States, and bits of South America, I mean, South America's already got some fucking weird shit going on. The US will eat anything you give them, and that shit started here in the UK. And Pandora's on it. Toreador on it. So that's a campaign we win. And if everything they say is going to happen, we make happen, fixed it. Or at least damaged it so heavily that we will have bought ourselves more than a little time to find a more permanent solution.
Yes. The La Sombra, they work well in the shadows, and even more so with fear. I imagine they will have a fun time with that.
Ooh, indeed. Yeah, so that's the plan. I see everyone likes the plan, or is at least amenable to it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love it.
I like it.
Yeah,
sometimes you have to. What's the phrase? Sometimes you've got to crack a few eggs to make the omelet, something like that.
Yeah, so
really, yes, a bunch of kind will die, but it'll be for the greater good.
Let's be honest, there's too fucking many of them anyway.
We make sure
so
that
it's great.
That first batch of vaccines kills everyone who takes it. We make sure that happens. And then we can have lots of flyers and stuff talking about how the vaccines kill you and stuff like that, and they're dangerous.
Yes.
And like Grandma already said, she's going to put some flyers out. And then people will be afraid to take the vaccine that kills them.
Yeah.
And you, with your abilities with the, technology and internet and such, you can fill up a forum with all kinds of information that people will just rapidly consume.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can even speak to,
I can...
we were going to talk to...
shit post all fucking night long. Don't worry about that.
So, also, a little thing that perhaps we can get the Hakata on our side, because unfortunately Grandma Bean was not as amenable to the whole thing. But we can go to Club 30s and have a little discussion with them there. They are not Camarilla or Anarch. They are independent, so they will want their own survival. They are not adhering to any kind of traditions or anything like that.
They might be excited about having a lot of people die.
Yes.
Yeah, and
very excited on that matter.
Who knows? Maybe they can hook us up with some like, I don't know, potassium chloride or formaldehyde or something to put in the vaccines. Who knows?
There you are. Perfect.
Yeah.
And then some of these bodies, when they inevitably die, they get sent to particular morgues, perhaps run by the family, and the family can confirm, yes, they died because of the vaccine. There was this and that extra. There was this thing going on.
Yeah, somebody
with
poured
the
apple juice in the vat and it all went wrong.
Lots of coroners saying the vaccine killed them officially.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. And now you've got everyone too afraid to take it, and it'll give us at least enough time to try to solve this.
Nip it in the bud.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. There's the whole thing. And
excellent.
I also have, and then I have, I have the Shadow Soul looking into that really super secret thing that you will not tell me about. So I will have the answer. I'm going to find out. But,
I will never financially recover from this inquiry.
Right, then, are we done here?
Almost ominously, as Acheron asks, are we done here? Slip. You feel your phone vibrate at your side, alerting you to an incoming call.
Oh. One moment, this is for me. It pulls phone out. Go for Mr. Trippy Slip and Slide.
Cousin.
What?
Cousin, am I on speaker?
No.
Really, just you and me. I've got something for your ears only.
Yep, I'll get up and go for a little walk. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, all right. And I do like kind of, love that. Still being polite of Elysium, but I do raise my voice a little bit of like, so what do you guys think the super special secret thing he's got is? You know what I mean? Like, cause none of them fucking said who they were supposed to say things to. So I want to try to like have the people who are like, what is the super favorite coterie talking about right now? You know, like I'm gonna have them. So
Mr. Big
while he
Slip's
takes that
secret
call.
treasure.
Yeah, his secret, the singular Nosferatu left in the city has a super secret item that he won't even tell his coterie about. What is it? You know. So that's happening as he takes the call.
Are we alone now, cousin?
Yeah.
Okay, now the tourists aren't listening, I have vital information for you.
Thank goodness.
There is a sudden and very suspicious rise in traffic of a second nature. You understand?
Of course.
The profiles of what have been seen to appear mostly scientific in nature, alchemists and alembics or some such. I'm going to send you the map grid reference number after this. Call and then dispose of my telecommunication device. Needless to say, it's outside of the city. Seems they may have turfed out an entire village over the past few months just to keep it secret. Then move all in at once. Perhaps they aren't fully set up yet. You may have the element of surprise on your side, cousin.
I'm so ready for this.
Excellent. Happy hunting, cousin. Happy hunting.
Pip pip. I'll hang up.
Verily!
Verily!
And yet you'll get text message very soon after that just has a set of map grid coordinates on it.
All right.
And at this point, don't go, Noscavian!
It's like he can smell it. He can smell it on you.
On the chair.
He's got ball taps full of 1080p on stream.
I'm gonna go to bed! Well, at this point, we'll call an end to this week's Oxford Ashes. Thank you all for coming and playing. Thank you all for coming and watching. You're all greatly appreciated. This week, we will go in order that will be revealed at a later date, and I will never share with absolutely anyone under pain of death. Starting with Roland. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Yo, I'm Dead Western. Don't really do a lot aside from just playing Oxford here on Fridays. You can find me on the Discord if you want to chat. But aside from that, just chilling. Mm-hmm. Really exciting
Phil.
stuff.
Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out. Very slowly, hopefully, so Noscavian has enough time to return.
Well, I'm not doing that. Hi, I'm Daybreakathon. I'll play Hatfield here and now, doing this thing as you should know if you're here. I also play Mojave, the other thing when that happens, and also other people at points in time and space, allegedly. I'm good at this whole who am I thing, aren't I? I also stream over on my own channel, Daybreakathon. Lately, Slip and I have been playing Grounded, which has been a very good time. I am having a very good time, I promise. I also did the character art for the characters who have art, and my commissions are open if you'd like me to do some art for you as well. And I have written a couple of fantasy novels that I highly recommend you check out. The third one should be coming out as soon as I can finish editing it. But, yeah, art, stream, book, things, I exist. My dog says hi.
Hi, puppers.
I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what it could be.
No, you got it all.
Commissions.
I said that.
No, it said that. That was for the art. All that got said.
Cool, if I ever remember it, I will
Oops.
shout it out in the middle of my stream with absolutely no context.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Acheron, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out. I hope it's a long list because he's still not back yet.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm Acheron. What's up? I'm here on Fridays for Oxford's Ashes, but I'm also here on Mondays playing Morningstar. When that starts happening again, you will see what Morningstar is up to. Also on Thursdays, I play Nexus, the Venture anti-tribute for our Alsabat game, which is super fun and happens every other Thursday when it starts up again. And then I am also part of Lanyap Gaming. We will be returning soon with content. I promise you. We have lots and lots of things that we're going to be doing very, very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I also have my own stream. I do my own stuff. You can find the links for that in the links. I like to do a lot of reaction stuff, so a lot of times it's me reacting to actual plays. I just watch a lot of like other D&D and TTRPG stuff, and you get to sit there and watch me be emotional and cry a lot of the times because I like to watch sad stuff. But also I have spicy content if you're into that sort of thing. That is also in my links. Peep it. If you're into it. Other than that, all that I ask from you is to be respectful, or I'll turn you into chandelier.
Emphasis on the hand in the word chandelier.
Yes.
Slip! Very slowly. Syllable by syllable. Tell us your life story. Oh, thank God. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Hey, I'm Slippery Nas, and I exist to remind Arissa that you can't spell friend without end. Every single time we play together, that's the energy. I stream over at my own channel, Monday through Friday, sometimes Wednesday, not so much, but every Monday through Friday. It's been a lot of Lethal Company and Grounded, although I'm gonna let
You're
Lethal
having an
Company cook
excellent
for a bit.
time.
I'm gonna let Lethal Company cook for a bit. That's just rough. That's just rough. And I'm here for TTRPGs. After that, I'm here Friday as a Slip of Clan Risferatu, otherwise known as Nurse Feratu. And
Yes,
Monday,
yes.
I'm here as Anxiety. That himbo energy. There's no brakes on that train.
Save me.
So you can see me at either location. Please come check out both.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Barry! Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Hey guys, I'm Naskavian. I play Barry on Table of Horrors on Fridays. I play Jason on Table of Horrors on Monday for the Shadowrun game. I have friends who write books, such as our very own Dave Wakeathon, who has written Ward Breaker and Wind Swept. Check them out. I have a friend who goes by Solus, who has written a book called Obelisk, The Long Dream. And I have a friend I went to school with who wrote a book called Bloodlust, which is part of the Bloodletting Chronicles and Bloodletting series. And it's about vampires. So there you go.
Hey.
Bloody hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So check out links in chat for links to our Discord, YouTube for past episodes from various other games that we have played and are playing. Link to podcast versions that are also available on Spotify and probably other podcasting platforms. We'll be back next week. I hope. I know the last time I said that it was like a month, but hopefully it'll be next week. We will go raiding over on. Oh God, it's such a tough choice. We'll go raiding on Lost Tribes Gaming, who are playing that vampire sex game I keep hearing so much about. But
Man.
we can't go morally, legally, objectively until Dead Western says the line.
You can't trust anyone.
It's true.
And we did the raid. Are we out, Masquerade?